Hey, what's going on, guys? OMGRC.com. See what's going on. So these big talks here when it comes to make sure my lens is clean here. Sorry, I gotta clean the lens there. Yeah, it's a little blown out. So what's going on? This thing is definitely an awesome vehicle. Hey, what's going on, Owens? RC Garage. Welcome. Yeah, appreciate giving the thumbs up too, man. Stopping by, taking time out of your day to say what's up. I got a lot of stuff that's going on. So the deal is just to kind of give you guys a little bit of background what's going on with everything, and maybe a little bit of information that I can get from you guys as well when it comes to some of these RC cars that I want to get. So without further ado, I'm just gonna jump into it, and then if whoever's watching it after the live, and I might just go over it again like I typically do when I go live, so people kind of know what the topic is. So right now, this one right here, this Wltoys 144001 is an awesome vehicle. This thing's got, okay, just first of all, this was one of the vehicles that Banggood had sent me for a review. I put it out there for you guys, like to say, hey, we got a promo code. They gave me like 15 promo codes. I don't know. That must have only lasted not even a day, and 15 people had already bought this, which blew my mind away because I was like, wow, this is a hot car right now. So with that, they gave me an extra 10. We might need more, but if by chance what it is I ordered one. Oh, I appreciate it, man. These here, yeah, you get a 20% discount on top of whatever is there already by using the code that was in the description below. And those things blew out like crazy, which again, this is just all new to me. Can't wait for it to come in. Man, you're gonna love it. I'm gonna do a comparison with this one, which this is the A959B. They're buggy, the Wltoys. This one needs some repairs. It's a friend of mine's now. This was mine, but since it's moved on. So with that, I do have my friend with his team associated reflex. It's the 14B. So we want to do maybe a comparison between all three of them. I do a review on the Panda Hobby. Oh, I think you were talking about that one too. I saw that. I think that's the one I was looking at, which is like the Jeep. So I saw that one at like A-Main. They were selling it. But going back to this real quick here would be, yeah, I want to do a little comparison, but by far this one is so much better than this one. You know, if you have this one, you kind of know this thing already comes with like the aluminum chassis. It's a little bit bigger vehicle. About that same. It's not. Oh, did one on your own channel. What's up, Island Duke? Island RC Duke. Oh, you did one on your own channel. That's cool. So yeah, this thing it's pretty awesome. Now, granted, I did lose a wheel. You know, that seems to be what happens. So it's all good. But all in all, I just want to kind of, just in general too, I did pick up another RC car over the weekend too, which was a heck of a good deal in my opinion. And I'll do it like kind of a something else on that one. I won't. It's an HPI. I'll give it that way. So if you guys are tuning in, you're like, oh, well, what is it? We'll give it. It's an HPI, but it's an older one, but it's in great shape. So I'll probably have some kind of video up on that one. I know it's not gonna be hot like this one, that's for sure. Because for whatever reason, Wltoys is knocking it out of the park when it comes to this vehicle. So I can't wait to get more runtime with this too, because of the fact that I don't want to, you know, everybody's talking about it anyhow, and some people are saying, oh, you need to put 3S Lipo in there and do all this other stuff, and I'm sure it's gonna make it crazy fast. And you know, comparing it to other vehicles that are maybe not even the same brand, like the team associated stuff, it's just in a different league. It's got a big freaking motor in there, so you know, it's already on top, man. I mean, with that amount of power that you can put in with this, a 550 motor that's in it, and get into all that. Like that little dude's got a little 550 in it as well, or 540. I think it's a 540 that's in there. Still crazy. So yeah, these two are monsters, but this one's definitely up on the charts here as far as this. Crazy. It's crazy how much stuff that you get for the price. To be honest with you, it's just kind of like, wow, these other companies kind of need to step up because I'm getting quite a bit. Hey, what's up, Scott? Yeah, man, talking about the RC cars. So these things are just crazy. I would wouldn't mind getting another one of these too. I got some other ideas with it since this thing's so hot. I don't know how long it's going to stay on their shelves anyhow, because it's so crazy. But yeah, that's just one thing I was kind of going into. I do have some other RC cars I want to kind of get into. I do have. So these are pretty new. Pro lines. I'll get it out of the. These are slingshots. But what's kind of cool about these? Let me go ahead and just open that up. I mean, these are obviously some huge tires. But what's kind of cool about them? I'm gonna put that right over here. Is, I don't know, this is a 17 mil that's on here right now as far as the hex. But what's cool about it, like, you know, with some of your other RC vehicles that, you know, again, this is the Pro Line tire. But if by chance something happens, yeah, you gotta put it this way. I haven't put it even together or anything. But you just screw this, put the screws in here. So if you do accidentally kind of ream this all out so it's all round, you could just replace this part instead of replacing the whole entire rim and or, you know, all that nonsense. So this is pretty nice on this one. We do carry these too. This one's gonna go onto my, it's a buggy as well, but it's a 6S buggy. So I'm gonna rip this thing. These are gonna go in the sand. It's gonna be cool. So yeah, you can kind of get a size comparison. That's a big tire. Hey, what's going on? Yo, nice tires, man. Thanks. Let's see. Let's see. Ivran, I guess that's how you say it then. Cool. Yeah, man. What's up, man? Yeah, these tires are pretty crazy, but they're pretty awesome too. So this is on the, okay, just to let you guys know, if you guys are watching or whatever, hit me up. I do have two, and I'm gonna bring it, I'm going to race my buggy when it comes in. Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. That'd be cool. Be right. I'm gonna grab something. Something big. Something's been needing some parts too. And don't have enough room for everything. But we'll put it in the background. Maybe. If we can get it in here. There's a little size comparison, right? Just like, oh, grab this mic, kind of make a little bit of noise. All right. So yes, try to get as much in here as possible. See, I might have to back up a little bit on the camera, but I want to kind of size that up a little bit. So, you know, that's going to look good on there as far as those tires and that beast. So what I was going to talk to you about too is this particular vehicle here, 6S power. Slap that right in there for right now. 6S power. It's a lot of noise going on. There's too many vehicles. I think it's hard for you guys to see it all. But anyway, yeah, this is the RZX. I got two of these things left. I just bought them up. And so if you guys want one, hit me up. And I'm going to, if it's anybody that's just looking to buy one now, I'll sell it for $299. This is 6S power, no batteries. It's ready to run for the most part. Yeah, so it's going to look pretty good. Yeah, but this one here, a 1/6 scale, 160 amp electronic speed controller, it's got a 2350 kV motor that's in it. Again, it can take two 2S lipos or three 3S lipos. I'm sorry, or two 2S lipos and two 3S lipos. Wow, it can do that, and that thing rips. So yeah, it's got a lot of, it's two-wheel drive. That's, I think, the main thing that people are like kind of shy away from, that it's only two-wheel drive. But let me tell you, that thing's gets some power. I do have a video up on that anyhow. I have even with my friend Scott. He was in here at one point in time, and yeah, loads of fun with this vehicle, lots of power. So let's see if I missed anything. Hey, I'm going. Oh, okay, cool. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys joining in, kind of seeing what's going on. Hopefully, I'll. You know, check us out at OMGRC.com to sign up for our newsletter. I'm not ending it or anything like that. I'm just kind of letting people know what's up. It looks pretty good. Let me go ahead and back this up a little bit. But sorry guys, let me see. Yeah, I do have one light down and I haven't gotten to it yet. So it's a little bit dark. Hey, what's up? What's up, John? What's up, cuz? Appreciate you joining in real quick. But yeah, just talking about some of the cars, talking about what's going on, and Yeah, but I didn't accumulate all this stuff overnight either. And Owens, as far as that one goes, RC Garage, it's been a year or so roughly, and I already had some other RC cars, not as many as I do. Well, I don't know. I had different ones, but again, you got to remember I'm a dealer, so I do get these things at a discount more than you guys, so I can get them a little bit cheaper, and I can show you guys these too. So when you're looking at my channel and you're like, oh my God, look at all those RC cars. I am a dealer, so you got to take that into consideration. Are they being sent to me for free? Not most of the time. I don't know how that happened, but Habao sent me this one. I was thankfully very fortunate to get that one, and I'm very fortunate to have even all you guys as subscribers and viewers and everything like that too. With Banggood hooking it all up, sending me stuff. Again, I didn't reach out to them. They reached out to me on my website and just in general, and I feel blessed to have them as well to be sending RC cars to me to review for you guys too. And then sometimes, like I was able to give one of them away, which was this one here after doing some upgrades to it. But it's back because something else came undone. We're all going to know how these things work over time, as far as their durability and longevity. But it depends on how you treat it too. So if you got to keep maintenance on them, because even my friend, he's like, oh, you know a lot more about RCs and, taking your time and what you need to do. And, I can understand that kind of gets a little bit complicated with some people when it comes to working on them or whatever. And it can get discouraging too. When you break something, you're like, I got to spend more money. And it becomes a money pit. And sometimes you just have to step back and kind of stop for a little bit. Yeah, the Banggood special, that if you... Yeah. As far as, I've watched, I know who Kevin is for sure. So yeah, him, I've kind of watched some of his stuff as well. I've watched it. I know who he is. He actually he has one of my reviews of he does like workshops more or less for like eBay and just starting up, your own YouTube channel as well. So those were things that I started, and he had me give a review as well. So it was on some of his video clips at one point in time. So some people were asking me like, oh, you did eBay? I saw you on, Kevin's channel or whatever like that. And I was like, yeah, I did it. And so people asked me some of this stuff too. So, we just kind of, I don't know him personally, so I've never talked to him or anything like that, but I just kind of give him my feedback anyhow. So just kind of let you know on that one. But seems to be a super cool dude. Big ups to him because he's always grinding. So he's a hard worker. And that's what it takes, man. Hard work to, actually get where you're at. Like as far as me, too, doing all this stuff, doing a video like pretty much every single day, it's a lot of work. And fortunately, just how I have my job right now, working from home, that all helps for sure. So it's, it's a lot. And the other people that are grinding, and they're working normal business hours, what have you, it takes a lot. It definitely takes a lot. So... yeah, but you just got to keep at it. Make a couple videos a week, if you have to, if you're looking just to kind of build your channel or whatnot. It's crazy. I was at like 300 last year subscribers, so definitely really crazy when it comes to, all you guys watching and subscribing and just viewers in general. It's been crazy. It's been definitely a blessing on that one. So I can't say enough about all you guys watching and checking this out and everything like that, so I definitely appreciate it. So I know the other channels as well, even if they're big and stuff, they definitely appreciate their subscribers and viewers. So doesn't matter big or small, definitely should appreciate everybody watching because it can be gone the next day. But yeah, these are some of the other cars here. Again, I haven't ran that one, and so that one's just kind of shelving right now. HPI, any of you guys like HPI? Know what HPI racing is? You can let me know. I'm going to give you, we're going to wait on that one, I think. But these tires are, let me go on to kind of go over these little slingshots too. This is all just, you guys have questions, you guys want to talk about something, you can let me know in regards to it. I'm just doing a little bit of a video. I have a lot of other videos that I need to do, but because of my website, I had a lot of technical issues and I'm still going through that, if you guys have been watching. So that is what's going on, trying to get inventory levels to actually function like they're supposed to, so it's not showing out of stock inventory. So if by chance you're looking for something on the OMGRC website and it's out of stock, please let me know, because you can always call or text or even email us and let us know, like, oh yeah, I'm looking for this car and it shows out of stock. Let us know, and we'll go ahead and you know, confirm if it is in stock or not. Do you have the? I don't have any. I don't sell any of the the ECX. I don't sell that. That's all Horizon stuff. So most of that stuff, yeah, we don't carry. So, but if you go to our website, right there, it's going to show you all the different manufacturers that we do carry, and if you click on them, you go right to, you know, all the stuff that they do carry. But you can narrow it down by the brands as well. That'll definitely you know, help you out as well to kind of narrow down your search. But it's still in the works, man. I don't know what the heck's going on with it. I was on tech support for a while trying to get things resolved, and it still hasn't been resolved. So, yeah, just hit me up on this one too as far as the RZX. I will ship it if you're in the USA. So if you're really interested in it, we'll send it to you for $299.99 shipped. That's an awesome deal. If you haven't seen the videos on this one, it's cool. Definitely dig it. Okay, thanks, man. Yeah, you're welcome. So yeah, I definitely dig it. And kind of going, let's see if I can get, I think we got everything tweaked here. Oh, I don't have this tray down all the way. See those little tires there? It's crazy. Like looking at that, you know, 1/14 scale, and then you're looking at this one right here, like, whoa, some big meaty tires for the 1/12 scale. Sorry, for the 1/6 scale. Yeah, you guys let me know what you guys, you know, want to see. Maybe if you're looking on Banggood too, I can always let my rep know in regards to like, hey, you know, oh, I really want to get, you know, I want to see this thing before I even buy it. And, you know, that way we can say, hey, to our rep, if it's something that we're interested in as far as the OMGRC, then we might get that as well. But yeah, as far as all of it in general, yeah, I can't wait. I did put an order in, well, I haven't actually yet, to see what other vehicles. Do you guys like the crawlers? Like they have one that looks kind of like the Mercedes, like the Traxxas one. It's a 6-wheel vehicle, or is that kind of like no? I know these are hot because because of their form factor. They're, you know, they're very small, but they have a lot of power that's in them, so it appeals to a lot. And plus the price point, you know, with Christmas coming up and everything like that, I know that's why these things are hot, because they're under $100. Even if it's the, you know, the parents buying it, or, you know, yourself is buying it, it's not, you know, it's not out of your reach for the most part. You know, it's definitely reachable, achievable. So, oh yeah, Scott, yeah, that thing definitely rips on 6S. Talking about this one now. Yeah, it's definitely awesome. So can't wait to get this one in the sand. But yeah, these things are cool. So yeah, it's crazy. And we got to get this one fixed. So this is from Racing, what is it? Racing Cars and Fun. That's one of my friends that's local. So I got to work on this one. We were running them. This wheel, I totally forgot about it, and it was this side over here, and the wheel came off. See, it's already loose right now. I lost a pin on it. So I got to get that fixed. I don't think it wasn't the manufacturer's fault that the wheel came off. Really, I think it was just something I needed to tighten down. But all in all, this thing's pretty awesome. Now, this one here, it's had some upgrades to it. It needs new bearings in it. It needs bearings. I should say not new. It needs bearings in it. It's got bushings in there. So that's another thing, you know, I want to compare with it too. Is like this one's, it's pretty good. Just a quick question. Just a quick hello from the pit stop in Wyoming. Let's see. I want to have data soon. Here, I want to say all right, RC Mod Squad. Appreciate you stopping in. So yeah, this one here, as far as the Wltoys, the A959B, this one's cool. It was definitely an awesome vehicle when I got it. And I was like, oh my gosh, that thing's so quick. And with the 540 motor that's in it, and I guess you guys want to check it out. You're like, hey, you want to see it anyway, just for the heck of it. Why not? Let's take a look at what's underneath here. This thing's already had some upgrades to it anyway. And like I said, I'm going to do like some kind of verse video once I get that one all running up against this one. But more than likely, go ahead and yeah, let's focus on this one here real quick here. Let's get that dude out of the way. So, just with these two anyway, again, this one's broken, so ignore that part of it. It does have an aluminum chassis that's on there, so that was, in my opinion, a good upgrade as well, because it was pretty soft. It flexed quite a bit. Now, exposed motor or exposed gears on here was not part of the deal when it was new. I took it off because I want to make sure the mesh was good, and I didn't want to have to keep taking the cover off and on. Everything on here is bone stock. I haven't done anything to it. And as you can see here, I mean, as far as motors on it, yeah, both big motors that are in there. This one's just a wee bit bigger. Let's see. I think it's got the 5. Golly, I can't even think. Like, yeah. All right, I'll just check in here. Yeah, so 540 that's in here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that is the 540 there, and this is the 550. So a little bit bigger can, and that's why I went with it too. I know a lot of people did like it, but it's pretty awesome. Just ordered one. Oh yeah, from Banggood. Can't wait for it. Hey, you could have to put it on 3S. That's cool, Nick. Yeah, I mean, dang. You know what? You can't beat the deal. To be honest with you, it's as of right now, like I've been saying. I mean, I've only driven it this just one time, which you saw in the video. What I did, I mean, as far as controlling it and everything like that, oh my gosh, out of the box. You can squeeze the throttle on this thing and you can control it. The discount code doesn't work. It should work as of now. I got it fixed. So that discount code, it actually, because so many people bought it, I had a discount code up to 15 and everybody bought them. So everybody used all the codes, and so I was like, wow, I can't believe we already sold 15 of these things. Oh, you just tried? I'm gonna have to get with, unless they already got sold out again. Because I was told by my rep that they had them, which is a bummer because that's going to keep... They used a different code and got $19 off. Okay. So, yeah, that's pretty awesome. But, yeah, it's a bummer that it's not... I got to get with them because, like, hey, man, if people are watching my videos and they want to use the code, that's definitely cool. But, yeah. Anyway, yeah, unfortunately, they didn't give me enough codes at the time, and for whatever reason, I didn't pay enough attention to it. So it is a fail on us that we didn't. I should just put it on, for the most part, unlimited. Just put 50 on there and just call it a day, or 100. Yeah, it's a small metal. Is it all metal gears? I haven't actually checked in here as far as that part. I would say as far as the differentials go, yeah, someone was saying, oh, I looked and they were zinc. And I was like, well, I think a lot of people use like that zinc alloy anyhow. But it just depends on how, there's all different types of metal. So I can't confirm to say, oh, these are good or bad. But I will say one thing you might want to do, and maybe I'll have to do a video on it anyhow, is to put grease in your differentials. Why? It's going to make it steer a lot better, especially off-road too, trying to get traction. I love that you can adjust the dog button. Oh, you mean, oh yeah, as far as the linkages here. That's cool that, yeah, you can adjust all the turnbuckles on here. Yeah, the dog bones are steel, but as far as like, yeah, all your little adjustments, so that's nice out of the box that you can adjust all this stuff. So it's just a bigger benefit than you have the, the Wltoys with their other one here, the A959B. That one where everything was non-adjustable, and of course, if you're looking at, well, it has that adjustment. It didn't from the beginning. So these are after I had Banggood send to me so we could fix the issue with the steering, because the steering was going one direction, or they both towed out. So that's nice there, because this one here, straight out of the vehicle, it does something a little over 30 miles an hour, which is pretty awesome for a vehicle that you spent how much? I guess if with the discount code you're like under, I don't know, with shipping, everything like that, maybe $70 something. It's hard to, how do you compete with that? I mean, that's a really good deal. So yes. And I mean, really, when I saw it, I was like, that's a cool price for sure. So if I saw that, I guess that's Ellis. So yeah, definitely a cool price on it. Appreciate all the new subscribers too, and all the subscribers that have been with us too. It's just kind of blowing up the channel a little bit. So I was just like, wow, I can't believe all the views on this thing. That's amazing, and I definitely appreciate it all. So yeah, I just couldn't tell my wife. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe all the people that are watching this. I will be giving mine a custom paint job. That's cool, Nick. How many turns is... let's see, Mr. Otis. Ortiz. I don't know as far as that one go. Hey, what's up, Joshua? I don't know how many turns this is, to be honest with you. I was kind of looking to see if it showed it. You can kind of see some of the writing that's on there, but as you can see, like, oh, 7.4 volts, that's pretty much it when it was probably manufactured. So very new. But it doesn't have anything as far as its turns that I'm aware of. You know, I don't know if it's like, oh, it's a, you know, a 12 turn, which probably not. I could be wrong. I don't know exactly how many turns it is, so unfortunately, I don't. I was going to try a different motor because I did try, I think it was like it was another turn motor. I think it was a 12 turn, if I'm not mistaken. Will you be changing the wheels out at some point? If I change the wheels, honestly, right now the wheels are pretty good. I like them. They do really well on road, on the pavement, and I'm really a pavement type driver. I read somewhere it's a 27 turn, I think. Don't quote me. Yeah, if it was a 27 turn, hopefully it's like a single because it's cranking out some RPMs for sure. 27 turn would be pretty slow, but I could, you know, it's this lighter vehicle, so I might do something. I don't know as far as the tires go, to be honest with you. I don't even really, I mean, I just got this thing, what was it, last week? This thing is just, it's so fresh in the hand. I don't know what. Driving on a clay track, do you think they will be okay? Clay track, I would really I think this would shine pretty well as long as it's been soaked, you know, as far as the track goes, that it, you know, someone's been watering it all down, and then this would be pretty good on there. You know, but even on road. But as far as in, depending on the surface and everything like that, just on like sand, like here in Florida, this thing, it has a hard time trying to bite a little bit to get some traction. But yeah, you can change them out. 12 millimeter hex is on here, so you can put a lot of different wheels on this thing too. Okay, the 959B is a 23 turn. Okay, so there you go. If it's a 23 turn, man, you put like a 12 turn on here. Even just putting that, I know some people were saying about, you know, going with a brushless, and some people have already put 3S in there and everything like that. And this thing's probably a rocket ship for sure, being a buggy. So those hexes are not metal; they're plastic. So let me go back because I missed somebody somewhere here. Let's see, Ortiz. Let's see. I'm going to swap it for a 12 turn Traxxas 3S brushed motor, and okay, an Arma Mega EX. Okay, cool. I just felt like it was a little bit cramped for doing it, but you know, I'm surprised. Being honest, I'm a little bit surprised that I haven't already switched it out. But again, I didn't want to destroy it completely yet. Give you guys a full, like, more of a review on a stock one, like running up against some other vehicles. So let's see. Where did you order yours from? So this one was sent to me from Banggood. So I didn't pay for it, and then so in my previous videos, I do have a link in there that you can order from, and it did have a promo code which was like 20% off, but someone just told me that it is still not working, even though I was on with Banggood last night saying, hey, we already sold out of 15 of them, we need more codes. So was the shipping crazy long? I would say it probably took, like, realistically maybe probably about 2 weeks to get it. They do have a place that, you know, some of the stuff comes right from, let's say, China, and then other stuff I had to come from Canada, and there's other stuff that's here in the US. So, you know, it's gonna vary as far as that one goes on there. But it didn't take too long, to be honest with you. I was pretty surprised with that. I actually thought it was gonna be here not until like next month. It showed something like November 20th. I told them, I said, hey, this thing's gonna be coming November. I was like, man, it's gonna be like almost past, like, you know, Black Friday. You guys don't want me to do a review on this thing? So they're like, no, it's gonna be there a lot sooner. So I said, okay. So it came DHL, and it came in perfect shape. If you guys have been watching, or if you're new, I'll tell you that in just a second. I had one, it came kind of beat up, but it wasn't broken. But the packaging that it came in with this vehicle, if you watch the unboxing, it was just in a plastic bag, more or less. But they all came in perfectly good condition. So again, this depends on your delivery service. That sometimes they feel like they're like Ace Ventura, if you ever seen it. It's an old movie. But the guy's kicking it down the hallway and everything like that, smashing it all up. And hopefully they don't do that with all your packages too. But yeah, they can be a little bit brutal. Let's see. The code said try again tomorrow. Oh man. I'll have to look. I don't think that 10 more people just bought it, unless I could be crazy. I didn't even think 15 people did and thought that was crazy. And then I looked and it was like, okay, they're all gone. So, But yeah, as far as when it comes to it, yeah, Banggood sends me these cars for the HK is coming through. Okay, so this one here, this is a. I gotta shift gears here. Rage RC. So this is it here, the RZX. If you guys are interested in it, I'll repeat it again too. These aren't the tires that come with it. Just kind of keep that in mind. It's these over here. These are the front ones. So they're a little bit narrow, and then you got these on the rear. That's how it would come. I know it's a little bit hard to see. But anyway, it is a 1/6 scale. Oh, that thing is enormous. It's a 1/6 scale. So when you're putting tires up against the cars, like, what? Like, yeah, they're big vehicles. Not that big monster over there, you know, compared to, don't eat me, kind of thing. So, yeah, but yeah, let me know if you guys, like I said, if you are interested in one of these. I was going to send an email out too, but it's going to only have 2 of them. It's a 1/6 scale, 160 amps, 6S power. It can take 4S or 6S, and it is the Rage RC, and there it is, the RZX. 2-wheel drive. Just kind of keep in mind 2-wheel drive, but it can put down the power pretty good. So, and I have some videos on that anyhow, so check those out. But I'm going to be putting these paddle tires on here. These are the Proline Slingshots. So these paddle tires here, these are the new ones. So, you know, looking at the center of it too. Now, I do like that. It's kind of a cool idea that they came up with. Yeah, it's pretty sick, that's for sure. Let's see, that's funny. I bet this little guys will run circles around the big bullies when you upgrade into brushless. Oh, I bet. A95 was crazy fast. I know you were talking about, Joshua, when you were talking about yours. You had already upgraded yours quite a bit. I know I think I asked you too, I was like, oh, you got any videos of it? He's like, dude, like, I think you told me that it either it was broken or something like that. I don't know exactly what happened, but I kind of remember a little bit of the conversation. It's a little bit hazy as far as to it, but oh, you did upload them. Okay, I'll have to check that out too. I know you had done a lot of upgrades to it, so you know I pretty much kept this for the most part bone stock. I mean, it's got the chassis. I felt like that was a necessary upgrade. Okay, my 900 has nothing but headaches. Yeah, yeah. I would say it's just that if you had them in your hand and you didn't see it as this way right here, straight out of the box, you'd be like, how much is this one and how much is this one? Okay, at one point in time, this thing was like, what, $70 or something around there, and then you say, how much is this one? They're so close together, and you're like, aluminum, nice aluminum shocks that are on here, and there's just, the motor's bigger, it's a little bit bigger chassis, aluminum chassis that's on there, turnbuckles that are adjustable. There's so many more benefits. The tires are nicer. It's sitting like it's supposed to. There's a lot of stuff to it that is just like, whoa, you're old school. You're like, you're old news, man. Hello. So yeah, it's just a lot better as far as this vehicle goes. Yeah, I agree with the 9.5 headaches. I'd rather have the new one. Yeah, they definitely, I mean, totally night and day difference. I mean, this one even has, well, he's got something where, all right, cool. It was a cool car. Don't get me wrong. I was super stoked with this thing. I was like, wow, this is awesome. I mean, for the price point, the big motor and everything like that. I was like, okay, need some upgrades. It doesn't have the bearings in there and stuff. And I even told them that you didn't need it. Like, hey, for a couple bucks more, you can, throw some bearings on there. So this thing's going to be nice. And now it's, it's all wobbly because it's got bushings in it. This thing's got all bearings in it too. It's night and day difference, man. It's just a total complete win over the previous, but a little bit bigger too. So I like it. I like the car to be a little bit bigger too. It'll handle better and perform, in my opinion. But man, I can't believe you guys are awesome. Just stopping by, checking everything out. So I definitely appreciate that. I'd just like to let you guys know that I definitely appreciate you guys tuning in, checking the video or the text messages here. I'm hoping that the 14401 holds up better. I hope so too. Again, I hate to say like, oh, I put this thing on a pedestal, like it's way up there. But if I'm just comparing these two, just straight out of the box, this is definitely much improved, much nicer ride over this one. That's where I'm at with it. I hate to say, oh, this thing's, this is the best RC for the money, for the price point, and it might be. I don't know. But you know, as far as coming through my hands, I mean, I can't rank it with anything else because most of my RC cars are more expensive, and you know, like wow, you get a lot for for the price, and that's why people are jumping on it. I think it's, but we'll see how good it holds up, over time. But I definitely, I mean, like the chassis and everything. Yeah, it's a great little car. But we'll see how all that holds up. But everything changes with everybody too. Like everybody's, a little bit more either brutal or nicer to their RC vehicles too. Sometimes I can be pretty brutal with mine too. And sometimes like this one I've been kind of nice to it, and some of them I don't. That one I've been pretty nice to. I did jump it a little bit. But let's see, my 955 is an animal, but it still breaks when you smash. Oh yeah, smash into the curb. Yeah, I would say that would probably be a deal breaker. No, it wouldn't be a deal breaker. Yeah, it's gonna break stuff for sure when you smash into the curb. And I bet you that thing is screaming too. Yeah, I can't wait to see what other people do with this thing too. I got a motor for it, and it's a high kV motor, which will just make this thing absolutely scream. The only thing is limiting me right now would be, I guess, the battery, right? Because I don't have a 3S that I can stick in here. I was wondering if we'll be selling more cars, etc., based on chassis. Wonder if they'll be selling more. I would think they would. If they say, "Oh man, this is a great platform," why not? Let's go ahead and make some trucks or some other vehicles off this same chassis. Probably so. I had someone say that they broke their chassis. I'm gonna guess that if you broke the chassis, then I don't know what you were doing. I don't know how you break the aluminum chassis. It's not a very heavy vehicle, so whatever you did to break it, I'd be curious to know what happened and how you broke it. So some of those I always kind of push off to the side, like, really, you broke it? I don't know. How'd that happen? Or they just want to leave negative. I don't know. I need a video of it. Looking forward to the videos of your upgrades. Yeah, man, I appreciate that, Joshua. Let's see. They have a nice 3S battery that will fit for $13. Nice. I'll have to get now. Joshua, is that on Banggood or where is that at? Assuming that might be Banggood is what we're referencing right now. But yeah, if that's it, yeah, we could get. I know someone was telling me like, oh, you could put the electronic speed controller down here, and what have you, or I would almost say keep the electronic speed controller here. Now I'm talking about if I were to upgrade this thing, I might again. Gosh, I might. I'll probably at first because it'll be easier for you. I don't want to, anybody like if there's a kid or they're on a certain budget and they're like, oh man, it's just that motor I got to put in there and it goes this much, it goes that much faster, and he only spent, or it's this particular, on eBay, to keep it realistic for a lot of people, I've done GPS on this thing too. I've done that, Nick. So it did 30 miles an hour, but it had a big old GoPro stuck on the back of it. So anyway, yeah, I'll probably put a different brush motor in here just to kind of see where we're at with speed, and then bump it up to a brushless, like a, something crazy KV motor, just to let this thing eat. Because it'll eat. I just imagine if it goes so fast, it's just going to go, woo, it's going to fly away. That's what happens with some of that stuff too. Wow. So let's see here. Be careful with the cheap batteries. They can explode. Yeah, I get a little leery with that. And I even tell people too, when it comes to batteries, like, get a nice charger, get a nice battery, because those things will, sometimes they might bite you in the end, literally. Because like the charger that it comes with, I really don't recommend that one because you don't know what the battery charge is at. So I have a nice Venom, and it does. You like the new electronic toy? Sorry, the Wltoys, yeah. Brad, this thing's so far one test run with it, running it, able to control it full throttle, not all squirrely and everything like that. Like it can't put its power down. For sure, it can put its power down. Definitely digging it. Lots more adjustments on it with the turnbuckle. So yeah, just kind of letting people know that. So definitely digging it. As long as you know what the specs you're looking for. Yeah, I mean I can find out all that stuff too. Your batteries before using, it'll be fine. You just have to. You don't have to spend a lot of money on the batteries. Yeah, you can kind of know as far as with some of the batteries too. Yeah, I mean, as far as if it starts to puff, pretty much disregard it. Don't throw it away in your trash yet. You can always put it in salt water and just let it sit there and let it kill it off slowly. That's what I've done with my batteries. Let's see. Yeah, the Venom dual charger, that's a nice one as well. I recommend the Venoms as well. I mean, everybody has like their own, but I have a friend that he's like, oh my gosh, I've been waiting for this battery to charge. I'm like, dude, I've already charged my discharge batteries and charge batteries, and you're still trying to charge your battery. So I really highly recommend, like, yeah, the Venom chargers, in my opinion, they've been great. So um, is the blue aluminum, let's see, is the blue aluminum charger? Oh, you have, oh, my charger, if you're asking about that, no, it's not. It's a Venom charger. So it's a plastic one, a Venom one, and it's a quad charger. They're about a little over 200 bucks. Oh, yeah, the heck one too. Yeah, cool, man. I'm glad. I was trying to remember that one, John. That's my cousin. So I had sold him the high tech one. That's pretty awesome because it's got the app. He likes it. Seems to be pretty easy from what you've told me. So I'm definitely glad that you like it. It's a dual charger, pretty advanced as far as being able to use it on your phone. So that's pretty cool on that part. So I remember my Traxxas one would notify me and let me know, oh, they're done charging. Anything that can at least let you know what your balance is on your batteries is definitely awesome. Let's see here. Where do you say we need more people posting battery safety videos as the hobby gets more popular? Yeah, true. I did a battery. I have, let's see here. Anyway, I have one that's on wheels. Yeah, it's all. Let's see here. Hold on. Get that. Kind of wheel it over here so you can kind of see it. So here's like the batteries. You can kind of see my little setup there. But yeah, I have the charger. Anyway, you can kind of see that. But I have all my stuff. So this is like my Venom charger that's here. Just like when you're vaping, the battery's bust. Yeah. So yeah, I just have it, and then I have all my stuff inside here. So that's how I do it as far as that one goes. But yeah, I have all my batteries up there and all that good fun stuff. So yeah. But I've done a video on it, but that was like over a year ago when I did that one. So lots changed. Well, that hasn't changed on that part of it. I still keep that one. I like it. I can wheel it out. If there's any issues with it, I can pretty much wheel that sucker out the house. So yeah, it's a nice charger. It can do, I don't know how many amps it can max do because I've never maxed it out. Because usually I have like a 5200 to my max on my milliamps. So if I do that, that's all I need. But I can do it all at the same time. I think each one's 100 watts. So each actual channel, so 400 watts. It's pretty nice. Does the job for me. Let's see here. Well, that's definitely wasn't the charger I was assuming. Charge multiple batteries at the same time. Yeah, it can do 4 batteries at the same time. So I definitely like it. My friends, oh, the RC Sailors. Yeah, I like the RC Sailors. My friends in the RC Sailors, they have a video. Yeah, battery safety and keep in mind oh yeah, they keep it in an animal box, and that's cool. I have a smoke alarm that's up underneath it, and I have a camera that can detect a smoke alarm as well. So in case I not here, as far as right there next to it, if the smoke alarm goes off, then it'll send me a notification as well. I never charge over a 1.5 amps for the battery. Yeah, Nick, I don't. I mean, to each their own. If you're under the amperage, is as far as it's 500 or 5,000 milliamp, and you don't want to charge at 5 amps, it's all good. You can charge at a lower amps, and it's definitely no problems there. You need to build it. To me is I charge mine in my oven. I mean, the oven, heck, that's safe too. Why not? The only thing is just that nasty smoke. That smoke is nasty. The only time I haven't seen one really smoke. I haven't had any experience with, thank God. But I've just soaked mine in water when the batteries puff up. And to be honest with you, the only ones I've had puff up too, some of the Traxxas ones. So I don't buy the Traxxas ones anymore. I was doing that at one point in time because I was just kind of starting into the hobby a little bit at one point, and they had the Traxxas ones, and those things, they didn't work for me. I think a lot of it was just running the battery too hot, and of course it swelled up and puffed. But let's see, you need to build the Tamiyas. Brad, I know. I was looking at some other Tamiyas. I know you were talking about some other Tamiya cars too. I did look them up. There's one that I was trying to find. Yeah, there's a lot of different stuff. Yeah, I like to build another Tamiya car for sure, or multiple down the road, than just that little Grasshopper and the Clodbuster and all that good fun stuff. It takes about 50 minutes to charge a 1500. Yeah, I would say that's about, yeah, that's for sure about that time. 1500 milliamps at, you know, yeah, what you said, like 1.5. I think you said 1.5 volt. I mean, yeah, it's fine on that. And more, just that. But yeah, you guys haven't seen it. I got quite a few RCs, but I had it quite a bit. So I'm starting to, I can give you more information back as far as in my own experience too. So, you know, everybody's going to have different experiences. So the CC02. Oh, okay. The Florian ones. I think I've seen those before. The 3S that died after. Oh, the Florian. Let's go ahead and let's talk about it. Let's see. Let's see here. Here's one right here. Oh, Florian. Right? So, this is my friend. He's the one I gave the car to. So I don't know how he did it. I think the pack came out of his vehicle. So I was like, oh, dude, you got to be careful that your pack is a soft pack. You're going to, you know, get it all messed up. You know, you don't want that little bit of plastic there is protecting that poor little, you know, those cells there. So we've got to take care of that. And then since he pulled out the balance cable out of there, so I'm like, I'm going to have to, you know, open this up. I'll probably just have to put some other heat shrink on it or whatnot to fix that, because I got to solder that battery back in, or the battery lead in there, whatever, the balance lead. But yeah, these are, they're inexpensive, but you know, he's basically just kind of starting in the hobby, so just trying to get him off to the right start a little bit. But you know, it can be a little bit crazy with some of the RC vehicles. Not to say I can't either. So it just matter, you know, just having fun. So yeah, he's got an ECX, the Tournament. I think it's that Tournament. I think it's what it's called. Anyway, I got that one. He's need some work on that one as well. So I'm just kind of working on some of his RC vehicles at the same time, just kind of doing my thing as well. Let's see here. I'm sure I just missed somebody's chats. Yep, mine was 6,000. Okay, I have the Florian 2S. I love it. It's a little beast. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, this one's doesn't seem to be too bad. It's just because this thing came out of the car, so it just ripped the cable out, I think, as well. But so far so good with that battery. I've never owned one, so I can't give you my experience on it. I haven't owned a lot of different batteries. I said I've had Gens Ace, all that stuff. Gens Ace, what else do I have? Power Hobbies, Power Plant, Venom. So I have a few, but I haven't experienced a lot of different batteries. I got the hot glue where the wires go into the pack for extra strength. That's a good idea. I got a hot glue hanging around here too. Somewhere right here. I use a little hot glue. My little figures. But yeah, the hot glue definitely works. I do that sometimes just to mount my electronic speed controller in here instead of using double stick tape or whatever. Z-Power. There's so many different, yeah, I like Power Hobbies. I just got that too as far as Carnage and Crawlers RC. So that one, yeah. So, hey, and I didn't say anything. Hey, what's up, 10th Scale Garage? That's cool, man. And Carnage. I would say, yeah, the Power Hobbies, I just got them. So I'm just testing those out. So that's the Power Hobbies. They seem to be pretty good. I had them in that's my Red Cat that's up there. So I was running that one. I do have a video for it, just haven't completely compiled that all together. But yeah, there's a lot going on. So can't wait to get some more videos going up here too. I used my, I used them in my X-Max. Okay, cool. Yeah, I had an X-Max and I used the Traxxas ones, which were, they started to swell up a little bit. The shredder, yeah, man, the shredder. That, you know what? I have one too. Yeah, it's cool. I like it. It takes lots of abuse, a lot of abuse. It's the In my opinion, honestly, it's my basher of choice right now for the price point. For 360, honestly. Hey, what's up from Puerto Rico? I guess you go by Jorge then instead of George, probably. But what's up, man? Appreciate all you guys joining in. Definitely appreciate it. This is a lot of people in here for a change. I figured I'd go earlier because people were at work or maybe, time differences. So definitely appreciate it too. Correct. Okay, right on. So appreciate it, man. All the way from Puerto Rico. That's cool, man. Let's see here. Mr. Highs. What is this? Hey, man, I have tried the Wltoys. What? Oh, darn it. Let's see here. I've tried the 1/14 scale with 3. Oh, I have not. So, I'll go with Heinz. Heinz? I'll go with Heinz. We'll go with it as far as that one. I'm not going to hack up the first name, what have you. I haven't tried 3S in here because really the motor is only really designed for 2S. I've already kind of experienced that with some of the Red Cat stuff. But I mean, I've run other vehicles too that have been on, a 540. This is a 550 motor that's in it. But yeah, I haven't. I don't even know if this electronic speed controller would even handle it. But I could switch it out. So you guys can let me know. Because I don't want to ruin this thing yet because since this was just sent to me, I don't want to, I want to show you guys. And I still want to do some more comparisons with it. So I don't want to alter this thing. But that's coming soon because, I got to do that. So you got to change it up. I did the same thing when I had this one too. This is, again, my friend's. So I didn't put a brushless system in this one, but I did put a little bit crazier little brush motor in it, and it ripped. It was a little bit quicker, but it can't control the speed as well without doing upgrades to it. That's my opinion on that one. Different tires, different linkages, and then it's definitely more capable. Let's see here. They're kind of thin. Let's see. I see the shock towers. They are. Oh, talking about right here, how thin they are. I would kind of say the way I look at it, I'm not probably going to bash it, but if you're jumping and stuff that's the thing with buggies too. They're vulnerable at their shock towers because if they land upside down or whatever, shock towers pretty much are their bumper. So that's definitely a nasty spot right there. So I don't know, that's something that you might. I know that someone was telling me this is kind of a clone of another vehicle, or whatever. So they might have other aftermarket parts for this thing. Maybe it's a little bit thicker or something you can do. Make your own carbon fiber. Yeah, the Mini 8. Okay, yeah, something like that. Hey, Brad. Let's see here. 1/4 scales in the hobby grade. Cars are in the hobby grade. Not many. Oh, it's 14 scales. Cars in this. Yeah, I would say as far as 1/14 scale is definitely. It's usually like 12th scale. I kind of think I feel like the 10th scale was like the cutting line. Then it's like, oh, there's the now it's starting to be a little bit more presence in those ranges. The 18th scale, I guess so, and the 14th scale. I like the 14th scale. I like a little bit bigger vehicle. Anyhow, too small with lots of power is kind of cool too because some people are gonna be like they're watching it and all of a sudden the thing just rips and just flies down the road. You're like, oh my gosh. You can drive that thing? So yeah, they're pretty cool. I like the small ones too. This is a little bit more at home when I get closer to the 10th scale and larger. But definitely dig them, for sure. There are several clones. Okay, yeah, I figured that, Joshua, that would be, there's plenty of clones out there, but this is the cheapest. Wow. Well, that's good. I mean, hopefully it's not the cheapest as far as its quality, but I think, honestly, as far as what I've driven it, again, I can only speak for one time. But I've seen some other people jumping them and everything like that, and they seem to be pretty good. Time will tell. And again, it's going to be, depending on how you treat your RC cars, that's going to, that'll show, how durable it is. So everybody's going to have different experiences. Let's see. How does it compare with the LC Racing? I don't know as far as Justin on that one. What's up? The LC Racing one. Are we talking about, I don't know. I don't know as far as that one, the LC Racing one, to be honest with you. But this is the A959. Cheapest, let's see. There isn't many 14 scales in the hobby. I don't don't forget, and don't forget 1/16 scale. Yeah, 1/16 scale too. Yeah, there's not a lot there, and then a lot of them don't really fall onto my radar, to be honest with you, because I'm always looking at 1/10 scale and bigger. But yeah, kind of eye opening as far as these little ones here. Just like with, again, since Banggood does send them to me, fortunate, thank you. I've been looking. I always look at the specs because I know a lot of you guys. At least for me, I want small package, lots of power. If it's gonna be a small car, we want this thing to go fast, right? That's what we're aiming for. We want something like that because we don't want something that's gonna go slow. We can get that anywhere. So we want something. So when I tell my rep, I'm like, I want something. If it's small, don't give me something with a small little motor, a 380 motor. I want a big motor that's in there because people want those. You kind of see the trend here as far as people, this cool. I mean, what else? Big car, yeah. Bigger cars for bashing, yeah, exactly. The small cars are definitely for the speed runs. I just kind of look at these things like, it can go off road, for sure. It can go off road in thin grass as far as low cut grass. It's all right. Put it in a little clay track or whatever, or baseball field. I know some people don't like when I say that, but anyway. But I would say in regards to that, that's a good surface as far as on those kind of loose surfaces or on pavement. Pavement shines. It's easy to control. I like it. You even saw, if you watched even a slow-mo, I had that thing twisting almost halfway and I was able to get that thing to correct itself you can drive it. You can drive this. I mean, this thing can it's great. So I definitely dig it. That's where I was a little bit hesitant to put more power in it because sometimes when you put more power in something, you're like, oh, you just lost that. It's a little bit unmanageable, right? Like, where is it? Oh, here. That one. I put 3S power in that thing. I did the chassis on it and everything. That thing is a beast. Like, it's just too much power and you can't put it down. So it does wheelies for days, and I put weights up in the front. There's actually a motor that's up in there. Too much power, and you can't really drive it. But it's fun but you can't put it all down. So that's where I have to kind of I want to be able to control it. So that's why I'm going to put a brush motor in there, something more powerful brush motor, see where we're at with it. But yeah, you can tune it and stuff like that. I know I missed some conversations there. Oh man. I don't know Spanish there, but you're saying something about 3S anyhow, so I don't know any more than as far as that one. Sorry, I don't know Spanish. My wife's not here to... If that is Spanish, I'm hoping that might be Spanish there. I could be wrong, but maybe. Let's see, bigger cars, bashing. Let's see, Listen is a company, but yeah, that's a nice. Okay, so Justin, sorry, I'm gonna go back just a little bit here. So Justin he was okay. So LC Racing is a company, but that's a nice. Yeah, it's nice and cheap as far as this one goes. So that's definitely cool, man. If you're watching right now, smash that like button. Definitely appreciate all the conversation here. You guys are awesome. So just want to let you guys know, hey, smash it if you know. The only way you can do that too is you have to get out of the chat or minimize it, whatnot, and you can smash it and boom, helps me out. I definitely appreciate that one. Let's see, what's better, the e-Revo 2.0 or a /4x4? I've never owned the e-Revo. I've owned the E-Max. I've owned the Summit. So as far as I've owned the Stamp, I've owned the /4x4. /4x4 is pretty good. I've owned not the Stampede, but I've owned the Rustler 4x4. That's pretty good as well. So it's kind of like this one, the 4x4. This is kind of the /2. It's still here. And if it's here, it's generally because I still like it. So if you see my collection, sometimes you'll see cars go, maybe I didn't like it that much and off it went. And sometimes just to get rid of them anyhow. But if I have a little bit of favor to them, they stick around. So some of them are just a little bit closer. Like that one, yeah, it sucks as far as how it drives. It's so slow. But it was just something I had as a kid, and it's a kit. So yeah, but I would say as far as when you're answering your question too, yeah, I would kind of say as far as which ones are better, it's a preference. I mean, it depends on your budget. If you can get them cheap, like, oh, I get a Slash or an e-Revo inexpensively, then cool, pull the trigger. Because you can get parts for days on that stuff too. The Slash, but I like the Slash too. It's a great platform. You can do speed runs with it. You can get a Slash 2-wheel drive. You can make it a drag car. There's lots of versatility, so it's definitely nice. You should try brushless in the new Wltoys. I'll probably do that. Again, Brad, I'll probably do a brushless system down the road. I already got one I can always throw in there. So yeah. You have experience where the brushless system, experience, oh, okay. Have you experienced the brushless systems have almost a delay in power? Like you have to be like 1 or 2 miles before the power kicks in. I haven't had that. I mean, I have to generally, you just kind of get into it unless there's something wrong with, if you give it too much power at one time. I don't know of any cars typically when you're doing, I mean, if you have a lot of power going to your cars, you want to kind of ease into it too. So I don't always just smash the throttle. So that would be that delay. I'm actually working on another one that has that issue where it just, if you smash it down too fast, what's that, Spectrum radio? That's funny. That maybe there's a little bit of delay in that part, but I haven't experienced really delays because I usually, if there's anything that's going to be fast, I kind of just ease into my Fly Sky radio is what he's got. All right. The GT3B. I'm trying to think what that is. Okay. But I haven't, let's see. Have you 1 or 2? I guess depends on what, I guess that you're just in general, you're asking if you've had those issues. I've had some issues like that where it doesn't start, kind of hesitate and then go. I had it when I had too much power going to the electronic speed controller that it had problems. What kind of cheap RC would you recommend brushless for by a 4th scale? A brushless system? I guess if you're saying what kind of cheap RC you recommend? A cheap RC would you recommend brushless for? Oh. By 4. Oh, I guess if you're asking, oh, what would I recommend if I was going to buy a cheap RC and if you could put a brushless system in it, what's, you know, for what scale? I would yeah, definitely appreciate that one. Servant. I guess that's how you say it. I'm sorry. I would, if you're doing a 4x4, oh, a 4x4, I got you for a cheap RC car. And you know what? It's hard to say, to be honest with you, because the cheap RC cars, you guys got to understand too, is if you get a cheap RC car, sometimes, and I haven't experienced, you know, all of it, but if you were going like comparing it, you know, got to do some upgrades to it. So if you get a cheap RC car, sometimes you kind of balance it out because like, oh, I got to do upgrades to something. And like, oh, I don't know how well this thing's going to take brushless. I mean, over and over and over again, where some of the cars, not all cars, even other cars, when you exceed the amount of power the thing was kind of designed for, then you start breaking stuff and then you kind of lose the fun in the vehicle. I broke that one. That thing was still fun, but way too much power. So 3S power that was in there, nasty beast. I don't even know how fast it is. It just does wheelies at any speed, basically. So that's cool. I think that's a Wltoys as well. This thing's pretty cool. I grabbed it because I was like, oh man, that's pretty rad. Yeah, and that's gonna probably break. Yeah, it's just the body. It's all good. So I don't know what else fell over there. Okay. But you're looking right here too, and you can see this was just trying to keep the thing way down. If you have one of these, you're gonna be like, that is not what it looks like from factory. So, weird. I don't know, man. Maybe best to back to 0%. Yeah, I would say. Let's see. Once again, screws all. It's 50-ish. They're very powerful. Yeah, you guys can answer some of those questions too. But yeah, this one here, I don't know how much this was. This is like under $100 maybe. But yeah, 3S system that's in there, brushless, 5800 kV motor that's in it. Crazy. And yeah, I had to cut it, put epoxy, all kinds. I just did a lot of stuff to it. It's pretty beat up, but it's a fun vehicle. But this is the one. This is a Wltoys. I like it, but it's got crazy. The suspension is just. If you know anything about the suspension, they're not oil filled. So they're just friction shocks that are in it, so it's super bouncy, and it's still bouncy in the front. Yeah, you have to check out the video on that one. I did it with my friend. He's got a 6S car, and I ran mine with the 3S, so it would be crazy. Let's see here. I've heard those brushed titanium motors fry. Oh, the Titan. I don't. Those things don't seem to last that long. They don't like any type of any 3S power. They pretty much you start to smell them. They don't like. They like 2S kinda, maybe. I don't know. I don't care for the Traxxas motors, to be honest with you. I've had my own experience. I'm like, okay, we need to take that off there. My Red Cat motors, for the most part, on a 550 motor, which is their bigger can, that seems to be fine. Like this is the 550 motor. This would be a 540 motor. They're a little bit different, a little bit shorter. Those seem to be all right. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, on something else there. I've never had one, but I've heard bad things about the RC racing RC world. Do you watch a lot of the people's channel? Do I, Brad? I don't really like right now, to be honest with you. As far as I had people that was watching for a little bit. Yeah, I definitely like more realistic cars, for sure. 1969 Camaro, Z28. As far as do I watch a lot of different people's channels? Right now, I haven't, to be honest with you. I was watching like Daily Driven Exotics. I don't know if you watch that. They have, the real cars. So I watch that sometimes. I like cars and just in general. But as far as a lot of RC channels, I don't really watch a lot of RC channels. You can always watch my playlist and you can see exactly what I watch. I've been watching, I don't know why, I've been watching stuff like 9/11. Sometimes I'll watch stuff in regards to rap or Tupac or Biggie. It just varies so much. Like, it's just how I feel. It depends on what I want to watch. So, simply watch yours. So, I've checked yours out before. I know you take it to the park there and you've been running them. So, but yeah, I'm with you as far as that, John. When it comes to, I like stuff that looks more real. As far as the real cars that are out there on the day-to-day, I definitely can agree on that one. Do I have a lot of those? No, because a lot of manufacturers are starting to do that, but I haven't really completely gone to those. Yeah, I think with these small scales, it's the whole licensing too. It's expensive, so they kind of opt not to do that. As far as this one's been cool. Hey, what's up, Garcia? Mr. Francisco is in the house. What's up, man? Appreciate you joining in, man. I figured I'd capture somebody by now. It's like, hey, some of my other longtime viewers as well. So, check out mine. Oh, the 10th scale. I think I was the 10th scale garage. I'll look there. I can look at the timelines too and check out some of your videos as well. But yeah, I usually, oh man, it varies. I was trying to do some editing today for doing a video. I wasn't even going to go live. Typically, I only do it on Fridays. But I figured, what the heck, man, let's just do a live one, see what everybody's up to. So I can't believe this is like probably the most amount of people at one time. So definitely appreciate that one. I know we're getting lots of hype off of this car, so this thing's definitely drawing in a lot of attention. But nonetheless, I definitely appreciate it. So it's definitely cool. And let's see, but I appreciate all you guys because I've seen a lot of you guys come back on here too that I've seen before, like Joshua. I've seen him for a while. He's left he's left messages and stuff like that, after videos. So I know who some of you are, but I don't remember everybody. I know Brad, I know John, we know Francisco. I know some of you guys as far as if there's more talking about it, then I'll remember some of you guys as well. Crazy, man. I wasn't expecting even 2,000. I was only expecting about 1,000 subscribers this year. So it's just mind blowing as far as that I'm almost up to 2,000 subscribers this year, which is crazy. So definitely cool. We all appreciate your videos, man. I definitely appreciate that one, Joshua. We are all small YouTubers just doing it for the love of it. Yeah, that's it. Now this like tinkering with them, messing with them. That's been my thing for a long time. But I really kind of got back into it in the last like 6-7 years. And now, like I'd say in the last year has been like full steam as far as RC videos. This is the most I've ever been involved with anything, to be honest with you, where it's just like, yeah. And I always feel like, oh man, I want to work on another car. I want to do this. I can only think about RC stuff. I mean, geez, I got an RC business as far as the OMGRC.com. But yeah, it's constantly, oh, well, let's do this. I want to go here. What can we do as another video? So yeah, there's a lot to it. So which scale do I prefer? I like the big scales, man. I like the one, I like a bigger presence when it comes to, they're cool as far as, don't get me wrong here. These are awesome. These are cool because once they start to go and you're like, whoa, that thing's fast. But when you go, whoa, that thing's fast and big. And that's fun as well because it gets people's attention. Like that's a big RC vehicle, and it's going quick. So it's get a little bit. It's a little bit scary. As long as I don't have people around, it's all good. Because God forbid I hit somebody with one of these things. These things are definitely gonna break something. So yeah, but I definitely like the bigger scale. I do like it, but I've kind of started to kind of a little bit. I have a little soft spot for the little RC cars as well. I'm liking them. I'm liking what we can do with them now, as far as put more power in them. There's definitely, oh man. I used to like 1/10. I mean, 1/10 scale was it, right? I know a lot of people like 1/10 scale, that was it. So now, now with these other vehicles, 1/8 scale, 1/7 scale, 6 scale, what have you. It's like, yeah, I would like to get more 1/5 scales would be awesome. Definitely not gonna lie. Like this is my biggest Goliath that's here too. So you can kind of get an idea like how that's a 1/5 scale crawler truck right here. So you can kind of see like that's going down the board, like that's all the way past the board. It's a 4-foot board, and you can see that's the bottom of it. So would be like this RC vehicle is more or less, hey, if you got any kids or you know what the Power Wheels is, boom, that's your Power Wheels. That's a big truck. So getting it in my trunk is pretty challenging. Yeah, the 1/5 scale, yeah. I've been wanting one of those. I actually ordered one, Jonathan, or Joshua. I ordered one and it got stolen. Thankfully, Red Cat, they have insurance on it, so they were able to, recoup their money. But I didn't get the deal I wanted for my Rampage monster truck. That was my truck that I wanted. And I've had one, and then I sold it when I went to a show. So yeah. But the clawback, I like the clawback. That thing is, trying to build some kind of, I want to build a trailer for it. That's like my thing. Hopefully we can do something with that. I just don't know how expensive it's going to be. We'll see about that one. But I do like it as far as I like my Red Cat stuff. That's the OMG. Let's see. I have the clawback too. I have the red one. OMG, that's horrible. Maybe I missed something here. What do you think would be better to buy? Oh, 1/10 scale ZD Racing or the new Wltoys bike. I don't know if you're talking about this ZD Racing. This is a ZD Racing right here. The chassis was horrible. It's like all flimsy. I didn't like it. This has an aluminum chassis on it, but I was going to do a video on that one. It's not the right chassis for it. It actually needs some... you can kind of see it. This is ZD Racing. I don't know what it is, but you can see it there. The ZTX-10. I don't like it. I don't like it out of the box. If it had the aluminum chassis from the get-go, and this chassis doesn't really fit on it because it needs some other little spacers in there, which I'm gonna have to work on. And it would be a good vehicle. But as far as out of the box, it's super flimsy. So I would say this one's pretty good, man. Again, I only ran it once, so just kind of let you guys know. I don't know what else to expect from it. Like, oh, now it's got this problem or whatever. So you just kind of have to, if you see it on the channel, you see it more on the channel, but I'm not going to run it, like you guys are not going to just going to see this vehicle on the channel. You're going to see other vehicles as well. So you're going to see a high and a low as far as views on it. But, I'm going to run it. I'll probably run another one next week or something like that, or maybe at the end of the week or something. I want to do a comparison with my buddy, his Reflex. He's got a Team Associated. So I got to get this one working as well. So maybe I don't know if I try to get all three running at the same time, more or less like this one here. I don't know. But we all know about this one here, the A959B, but this one here. When do you think the hobby companies will start making 1/4 and larger? It's going to be super expensive. If you want like a 1/4 scale, you're getting really close to that. But I mean, who's the one? The Raminator? That's a 1/5 scale. That's a crazy 1/5 scale. Look how much that thing is. I think 1/5 scale is kind of like where they're kind of start to draw the line. I think just because of the fact it's going to be super expensive. Unless you got something really cheap and garbage, people are going to be like, yeah, the Primal RCs is pretty sick. I call that a 1/4 scale. I would probably call that a 1/4 scale as well. That's a massive vehicle. 85 pounds or something like that. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I love that one. That looks awesome. Forgot the name. Yeah, I forget the name as far as the Primal RC. Hey, what's up? Let's see. RC. Let's see, man. RC. Let's say what's up, RC. RCB. What up? The price prevents it. Yeah, I would say the price definitely prevents it. Thank you, man. They always come through those words, man. As far as, yes, the price is where it's going to be restricted. Yeah, 3 grand. Yeah, you know, I think when you're getting up to 1,500, I'm not thinking like, oh, I want to buy something that's 1,500 bucks. No, you know the sweet spot. I know where the sweet spot is for some of you viewers as well. This is where it's at. You know, like this is great for a lot of people that want to get into the hobby. Like, oh, that's great. You know, I could get this for my kid. I can get this for myself. Just run it back and forth or whatever. Yeah, I appreciate that RCB for subscribing, man. Thank you. Um, so that would be, you know, this is a sweet spot. 150 mark is, you know, some people are like, I don't know, but so there's a lot of, you know, there's a lot to it. So I know what people want to just watch. Like, oh yeah, I'll watch this. Super scales are all very expensive. Yeah. You know, these big ones too, these $600 vehicles. This one was like 500 something at one time. Now I'm selling it for like 299. So you guys want to jump on that? Let me know. I got 2 of them left. I got extra parts too, so you guys want to hit me up on that one. But yeah, I think the 110 scale, it's where it's always been because of the fact that it's a price point. So we're seeing the market as far as some of it going back to the smaller ones. Yeah, 1 grand is too much. Yeah, it's a lot of risk. It's a lot there, and you're like, it's a lot in one basket, right? 1,500 bucks, you could buy a used car. That's what my friend said too. He's like, how much is that vehicle? You know, if they're like 1,300 bucks when I spent money on my X Max. That's just too much. Like it's too much for me. I want to spread the load when it comes to, I want to buy this car, this car, this car, and it's all good. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Yeah, 200 bucks, exactly. I see that in views too. People don't want to see, like, they want to see the cars that they can get too. They want to go ahead. They'll see those more expensive vehicles. That's cool, but realistic, like, hey, I can get this one. This thing's 70 bucks. Mom, it's 70 bucks. You know, like, that's it. It's 70 bucks. Not bad. I can get that for a Christmas. Oh, I want one of these. How much is that one? Oh, it's 670 bucks. Yeah, well, when you get a job, you can buy one of those. Until then, you're going to get this one, and you're going to be happy with it. So I get it. And a lot of people, too, as far as their budgets go. It's just not realistic. So I get it as far as that one. So I know a lot of those channels I've seen, yeah. It's cool to have the big vehicles, for sure. So I agree with a lot of, you guys, it's real. So it's definitely hard. It's expensive. And if the thing breaks, you could spend a lot of money on the vehicles, like, oh, I spent all this money, it should be good. And sometimes it turns out they're not that great. So yeah, so it's very cool. But yeah, that's where, I mean, these are what I had back in the day, man. This is like what I had back then, and it was 50 bucks. So that was 50 bucks. That was 50 bucks, and now you're like, look, what was it, 70 bucks, maybe even less? And look at all this stuff here, how fast this thing goes, like over 30 miles an hour. This thing went maybe 10, not even 10, maybe 10 miles. I don't know how fast it goes, but like a lot's changed. You got one, the 1/10 scale monster trucks for big jumps. I got that one, that monster truck. I've changed the transmission, so that's got a different transmission, and it needs drive shafts because I blew out the drive shafts on it. But it's got a different transmission that's in my Red Cat Everest 10? Yeah. So yeah, I got to get that one working again too. Let's see. A lot has definitely changed. This sport is getting much more advanced and so cheap. Yeah, it's getting more competitive at a certain space. We know that with, Banggood, that's where Banggood's shining. I can see all those all these YouTubers, are getting stuff sent from Banggood, and I'm like, man, they're just racking in the money because, like, hey, we sent out a couple of these cars, and look how many I sold. I sold 15 of these things within 24 hours, and my coupon code was completely gone. I didn't even know 15 was the max on it. These things are hot. Let's see here. Let's see. So many good RCs right now for the cheap compared to when you're young. Yeah, $100 to $200 can get you great cars now. Yeah, that's cool, man. I know I watch what is it? I was trying to think in Canada there too. Sorry, I don't understand. Oh, HPI. The HPI. I got an HPI that I picked up. So I'll probably do some kind of little view on that one as well. The ground. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that is the ground pounder. Sorry. Yeah, that's a ground pounder. So that's a 110 scale. It's from Red Cat. Thank you, Francisco. See, I get sidetracked. Start watching all the feed coming through, and I go off to something else. So appreciate that catching me on that one. Oh, okay. So let's see here. The Bandit, yeah, 12 to 15 miles an hour. That sounds about right. Let's see. Can you tell me the make of your monster truck? Okay, so we're good on that. What happened to Tyco cars tires? Oh yeah, it's sad tires. It's all smooshy. Yeah, that Tyco tire, Brad. That thing, yeah. If I let it sit one way, if I start to move it, it was sitting on the desk here, so it got all smushed. So I need some tires for it. It doesn't. Yeah, it's more of a. At this point in time, it's kind of just shelf cleaning, whatever you want to call that. But yeah, this one, the tires are still pretty good on it. You can still squish them. There, you can definitely see the dry rot that's in it, but that one's just beyond. I try to get a little bit of oil, try to soften it back up, but it would just fall off the rim. So that's pretty funny. It's sad. So let's see what we got. Let's see, no problem. Thank you. Cool. My first, okay, so let's see. 10th scale garage. My first RC car was a low C XX buggy. It was brushed and it was probably like $500 in it. Wow. Now $500 you can buy 1/8 scale. Yeah, brushless 4x4. Exactly. So a lot's changed. So you get quite a bit for your money, and I think that's where we know as far as certain companies too that are going for those markets, that $300, that $200 mark. And that's where it's at too. I mean, over $300, kind of like, oh, I don't know. I'm not really that serious about RC, so for the more of the hobbyists, they're going to go after the bigger stuff. But for the person that just wants to kind of dabble in it more or less, they're going to go for stuff like this. Like, it's not going to cost me a lot. I don't have, as far as if by chance, part support goes away, I didn't spend a lot on it. But if you bought one of these and like part support's gone the next day or something, next month, next year, I just spent $700, and what do you mean I can't get any more parts for it? So I definitely see what you're talking about there. The gray car on the right is big. So this one here, this is a Habao. This is the Hyper Plus 2, or the Hyper MT Plus 2. So this came out back in, I think June is when it came out. Definitely a really cool vehicle. I've only run it not only like twice so far. Probably wondering like, why are you not running that? So yeah, I don't think do I have any issues with it? I had an issue with the pinion gear. That was my main thing. So if you've been watching my videos anyhow, pinion gears were a phase. Now we're on to wheels falling off. So yeah, that was something else. I don't know what's going on right now, but we'll get back on track where things just stay together unless I bash them and they break. So but yeah, definitely like this one. It's cool. I did put some different weights of oil in there too. Like I got 500,000 in the center, super thick oil, and then I got 100,000 in the front, and someone else and then the rear is just bone stock. And then I have 70 weight in the shocks. That definitely makes a difference. Because out of the box, the oil was pretty watery. I'll say it wasn't doing enough. It still wants to balloon these tires. I dig it. It's a cool truck. Anyhow, it's fast, and I like the car. Just haven't ran that thing too. I don't really want to scratch it all up, I guess. But that's my I'm gonna call it my Nissan Skyline, my R35. That's on there. So it's got lights on it and everything too. I definitely dig it. It's a 1/8 scale. So I guess I should turn it that way. This thing's heavy. It's got an interior in there too. Here, just sit right there. I got this. Yeah. Got some weight to it. All right, that's what happens when you go live. Things just, I'd set that right there. It's a heavy car. So I think my hooks, I don't know where my hooks went. Okay, well anyway, that's what happens. Just stick it on top of the big truck. And it doesn't like that. It's a lot of weight on that poor thing. What keeps the Hyper as a shuffle? As far as why I'm doing it, or there's a lot of other cars that kind of come up on my, that just been recently, I've gotten this one, this was another one as well, and just I got some other cars behind me and friends, depending on what they got. The struggle is real. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, the struggle is real. Yeah, this was sent to me. So this one, it's tough. It's a tough truck, man. There's a guy that, what's his name? Steven Z or something like that. And he beats the crap out of this truck. And does flips with it, all kind of different stuff with it, which I haven't even tried to do. And yeah, it's crazy. No shelf queens. No shelf. Yeah. I'm going to get it back out there. Trust me on that one. But what was I going to say? I like it. I just haven't done enough with it. And I don't, because I guess the one thing why it's been sitting around too is because I guess I just don't want to smash it completely. I guess that's the main thing, really. But I got to find some other spots. The spot that I used to go to where I would take these types of cars to, they've since started building on that piece of property. So just running it out in the grass, I know some of you guys would be like, "Ow, you're just running in the grass." And I bring ramps too. And the video that I did on it was pretty cool. I liked it. I probably need to set it up where I have taller ramps or shoot it up in the air. So yeah, I'll need to do some more stuff with it too. So yeah, you'll see it again for sure. That is for sure. Sorry, I'm gonna turn that thing that way. It's just heavy. That's the thing. All right, I didn't want to keep it resting on there. True, the thing requires a lot of room. Yeah, it does require a lot of room, and you definitely don't want people around for sure. I don't want to hurt nobody on that one. If you haven't watched one of my videos, one of them, my friend Brian, was right in the way. I don't have the car anymore, but I was running the car, and I run the car close to me so I can get it in the videos and everything like that. Well, he was standing in front of me, so it's kind of like, well, anyway, you guys kind of get the idea. If you haven't seen the video, I stand here, and then I have my cars go right past me. Well, he was standing more or less out here behind me. So when the car came by, I didn't think anybody was there. I was like, dude! And it smacked into his leg. And yeah, it could have gotten really bad. Thankfully, the rubber wheel went up on him. Most likely, yeah. Oh, okay, that's Brian's texting me right now. So yeah, gotta be super careful with it. But thankfully, he didn't get hurt or anything like that. Since my time to do my okay. I don't. Let's see. How many times do you go live? I typically go live on Fridays. That was my thing for a while, and I just thought, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do a live video on Monday. And I was telling some people from the beginning. I run my website, so the OMGRC.com. Just kind of plugging that real quick. Plug. And so when I do that, I was on tech support. I'm having issues with updating quantities and all that fun stuff. So it ruined my time to actually edit my video. So that's why I'm going live. I was like, let me go live, see what people are doing. This thing's been lots of hype on it. Let's see where people are at with it. Maybe people will say, hey man, I got one of these, don't know, I like it, like your video, cool. The unboxing alone's like, over 3,000 views on it, which is awesome. The running video of it's over, I don't know if it's over 1,500 views or something like that. So it's definitely cool on that part of it. So definitely appreciate all that. I've been hit by an RC. Yeah, 110 or 10 scale RC garage. Yeah, I have not been hit by my own RC. I mean, if it bumps into me, but I've never been hit with my own RC car as of yet. I've come close to it. I had my Arma Grant, and that thing almost hit me in the face. So I got close, but didn't hit me. So I was lucky on that one. It hits other people, but it hasn't hit me. So but there's times, so I get pretty close on the video, so I have to make sure because cars are heavy, especially like these big ones here. I don't want to get hit by that. That's breaking something on me. I don't want to break nothing. My girlfriend was driving. Oh, let's see here. Oh, I was hit by my own RC. My girlfriend was driving. That sucks, man. Because I think we have a French YouTuber. He does mechanics and live. It's pretty cool. You can make that too because he explains a lot of things. Yeah. That's cool. He's like a mechanic as far as I know. Sometimes people want to see, oh, you're going to do an upgrade on your RC vehicle. Cool. I did one on my Traxxas one. It did pretty good as far as reviews on it. It's a $300 RC car. It was brushed and it went pretty slow. And I did a video on that one and it seemed to get quite a few views on it as well. So I know some people are like, yeah, I want to see upgrade videos, and then other people are like, I don't really care. Yes, upgrades are very cool. I like them. I like doing them when I can. Most of the time that if I can do upgrades, I'll sometimes do videos on it. Building, I don't like do the building. Some of those tutorials are, they're a little bit too much stress on me. As far as they take way too long to do, but they're cool. I love my 8959B, but I hit a wall and it's dead. That's bad. That's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that one. RC Taz. It's like the Tasmanian devil. Yeah, walls will definitely take your RCs out. That's for sure. Let's see. Grimmer B. My buddy was driving his Red Cat shredder and it ran into himself. Man, that would hurt. That's a big 1/6 scale. The only that going as fast as it goes like 40 something miles an hour. It's pretty quick. It's light for the size, but it's still got weight to it. So I would not want to get hit by that for sure. Most of these vehicles I don't want to get hit by, especially the big ones. The little ones, it just depends, man. I don't know if I even want to get hit by this little thing going a little rocket ship. Just got to be careful with all of it. So, yeah, for sure. Let's see. Okay, cool. Just checking to see. I think I missed some of the conversations here. But I did have a friend too. Actually, he's the one that actually painted up this body here. It has the OMG. I know it's a little bit hard to see, but it does say OMGRC. I was running this thing off-road yesterday with my friend Brian. And very cool where we went. But yeah, I like it. Like this, it's kind of a little bit more realistic as far as that one, that scale. So it's cool. Does it hurt? Yeah, it does hurt. Yeah, it ran up on. Oh yeah, I imagine it does. Jude, just passing through. I'm working right now. Oh, what's up, Sparks? Catch you on the regular time. Yeah, cool, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, Fridays is what I usually do. Usually depends on what I'm doing, but yeah, usually I'll go live on Friday. You guys let me know. I guess what I had to figure out where we're kind of a sweet spot for it, because I went 2 o'clock right now, and it was like a little bit after 2 o'clock that people started watching. So we'll have to see. But yeah, if you guys like the videos, as far as what I'm doing right now, definitely give it a thumbs up. Smash it before you leave or what have you. But I appreciate all the interaction and everything that you guys are, bringing to the table as far as the conversation. So definitely appreciate it. I started my channel last week. Haven't done an upgrade video yet. Yeah, 110 scale. If you just started or whatever, it takes time. You can't go from here to, well, some people can. They can go from the bottom to the top real quick. But most of us, doing the videos, you just have to keep doing it. You just be consistent. Make a video. If you're going to do it once a week, you're going to do it twice a week. If you can do it every single day, more power to you. Because that's what I try to do. I do it like 6 times a week to do a video. Awesome, man. I'm out. Have a good one. All right, man. Let's see here. I'm just trying to think of what his name. Seven. I'm not sure how you say that. Perry. We'll go with like Perry. Well, anyway, Perry. Appreciate it, man. You have a good one as well. Sorry. Let's see. But yeah, definitely, it takes a lot of time to do the videos. You got to keep grinding all the time. I've watched some videos too where they only had, less than 2,000 subscribers, and they were grinding on YouTube, and now they're at over 1 million because they keep grinding every single day doing it. I don't know. That's crazy. It's crazy to do it that way. If you can get a lot of popular RC vehicles, you're going to get a lot of views. You're going to get a lot of people coming your way when people are looking for them. So yeah, I just say something like that. But getting back on the RC stuff, let's see what I've missed. That's what I'm trying to do. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. Joshua, yeah, you just got to keep grinding every time. That's basically it. And it's the vehicles, you guys don't want to see this vehicle all the time. Like, okay, yeah, I bought it. That's cool. What else you got? That's kind of where a lot of people are. They want to see it, and yeah, just trying to make content people like. That's the hard thing. When I got this one and I said, yeah, I want to get this one because, again, it was the motor. I didn't know how new it was. Well, they did tell me this thing was coming out, but of course some people said, hey, it's been out for a little bit, not even a year, but they've some clones of it, whatever. But main thing was anything that's new, you're probably going to get some RC. Oh, no, broke. Oh, it's broke. Oh, sorry. I was looking at another RC vehicle and locally, and the guy was like, oh, it's broke, but I'm going to probably check it out because it's a Tamiya vehicle. some weird vehicle. I've never seen it. Sorry, I get sidetracked real quick, but it's because I'm looking at other RC stuff all the time, even locally, to see if I can pick it up and show it to you guys as well. Even if it's a vintage car too, it's kind of cool to show some of the older RCs as well as the new ones. It's kind of nice to kind of flip flop back and forth a little bit, and everything in between, because there's a lot of good RC cars that are out there that we kind of overlook because it's not the new right now. And that's the other thing. I guess that was another topic that it could be a long one, a rabbit hole. Anyhow, when it comes to RC vehicles, some people want to know, hey, I want the newest one, but I want part support, right? It's a little bit difficult sometimes for the part support, because as far as like a local hobby shop or whatever. Yeah, let's see here. I've had bad. Trust me, I know all about getting distracted easily. Okay, yeah. I get distracted easily on that one, where it is a squirrel, and I get like just right now, as far as what I was getting at, as far as the topic, as far as parts go. It just depends. HPI is where it's at right now, where it comes to people saying, I don't really want it, because where are they going to be in a year? If I buy another RC vehicle from HPI and they just completely say, hey, we're closing shop, because people have been down that road with HPI. So it's a struggle. They do have some new vehicles that are coming out this week. The Jump Shot 2.0. It's expensive. Expensive for me. It's going to be expensive, $200. So yeah, Wltoys is legit. I mean, as far as for the price point. There's some other vehicles that I want too that are like a buggy. I like the buggies. They're definitely cool. I like that part of it. I have a WPL. Oh, the B24. I'm not sure what I just kind of got into it. I mean, since Banggood, I really I've never had a Wltoys, to be honest with you, until Banggood was like, hey, we want to send you, an RC car. And I was like, well, this is my first Wltoys, my first Banggood experience. So some people want to know, shipping and everything like that. And when I got it, I was like, wow, it's a little bit weird how they ship stuff. But because it was right in a retail box that you would see, like if you went to Target, you could see the vehicle inside the box and all that stuff too. It's a Russian truck. His name is... Oh, okay. So, yeah, this is new to me as far as these types of vehicles at this scale. I'm more or less into this. Is what I used to race, the Team Associated RC10. I guess it would be an L, whatever. So, and then I have the ZD Racing. There was another one I never had before. It's good, but it has a wobbly chassis on it, so it's not so great. So. I've told them they need to tweak their chassis because it needs to be reinforced. Needs to be, yeah. All right, man. Francisco, man, appreciate you stopping by and checking out and lending a hand as far as with the chat. So I definitely appreciate that one. Let's see here. So yeah, getting back, Wltoys, I think they're pretty good. This was pretty good. This is better for sure. So what's up? Let's see here. Let's see. So how do you rate ZD Racing toys versus Wltoys? So rating between ZD Racing and Wltoys. I was saying about this one here. This had a plastic chassis on it. Super flimsy. It was a kit, so it didn't have any electronics in it. Sorry. I mean, my throat. I need water, but I don't have any water with me. But anyway. But this one here, it had plastic chassis. They sent me an aluminum chassis, but it's not the right one. That is my mistake and not theirs. And so that's the only one I've had for ZD Racing. I'll probably get some other ZD Racing stuff too. I was like, oh, that's not bad. A 110 scale truck. And when I put a 3S system in it, I put a Valenion system, Traxxas Valenion system. What do they have? Like a 3400 kV motor? Something like that. I forget what it is. You guys can let me know. Maybe it's a 4600 or something. I forget the kV that's in it. But I was running on 3S. It boogied. So it was easy to control. It's actually a pretty decent vehicle on a 110 scale. And then you got these too. I haven't had a 110 scale Wltoys. They make 10 scales as well. I just haven't got everything. So I hate to kind of say which one's better, but from my experience between these two, if I were to rate this one and the other one, they're kind of ranking about the same because they both had a flimsy chassis in it, in my opinion. So I don't want to give you complete experience because I don't have enough in it between those two manufacturers to give you a full opinion on it or anything like that. But there's where I'm at with. You maybe take out your own from that. Let's see here. Is the white car 50? Oh, this white car right here? Is that? Oh, sorry. This one you're talking about. This is a. What is this? To me, yeah, this is a Grasshopper 2. So this one, I think they came out like this one came out like 2014. They came out with it again. Sorry. So it came out with it again, but it came out like in 1988 or something like that. I had one of these, but it wasn't. It was the Super G. So it had bigger tires on it and had not that wimpy motor. This is like a 380 motor that's in there, brushed motor. Mine had, I think, a 550 or 540 motor. Anyway, bigger and went faster. This one doesn't go as fast. This thing goes like 8 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour downhill with the wind pushing it. I don't know. It's pretty slow. So it just sits on the shelf. I just built that one not too long ago. But that's what it is, a Grasshopper 2. Now I know why people have said they didn't like the Grasshopper 2. It's because I had the Super G and I couldn't understand what they were talking about. But I know now because I was schooled on that. I was going by what I knew back in the day as a kid. And yeah. Let's see. I think I missed some conversation there. Let me go ahead and go back again. Yeah, it's a Tamiya, the white, 56 for sure. Make sure I didn't hear it. Let's see. Jordan. Even the the VRX. Some of the stuff you gotta know more than I do for sure. I mean, that's okay. So HPI, a bunch of people who make clones. HPI has made a bunch of people who make clones. You're saying HPI makes a bunch of clones? I guess anyway. That would be 1/10 scale garage. You were saying about that. HPI makes a bunch of people who make clones. I'm not sure if that's. I've only had a few HPIs in the past, and I got one now. But it does resemble the Traxxas Slash, so I'll have to probably compare those two a little bit. And it kind of reminds me of like, honestly, it reminds me of a Team Associated. So it's got. Maybe I'll have to put the 3 out there so you can kind of compare them a little bit. But hey, what's up, Racing Cars and Fun? Your car's not done. Still broken. I haven't fixed it yet, so I know you're probably like, hey, is my car done? Not done yet, man. So we'll get on that one. I'll probably have to get on that one here. I'll probably get on it tonight. And here's your leads. I haven't done anything with that yet, so fix that battery. No, I haven't fixed. There's the battery, too. I know it's a little bit of a delay. So, yeah, there's your battery. I haven't touched it yet. I'm probably going to work on it tomorrow. If not today, since I already did a video for today. So yeah, that's what I'll probably do here soon. Get that thing knocked out for you and get it back on the road. I haven't messed with your other car as well. So yeah, I've been a little bit busy with the website. So, and then of course the live thing here too. Let's see here. Do it. Don't know. It's not, yeah, I haven't fixed any of that stuff, so let's see here. All right, let me see where I'm at with everything. Yeah, man, I appreciate all you guys. Hey, if you're just watching, I know it's like right now we're getting thumbs up, 17 thumbs up, 17 viewers. But if you haven't smashed the thumbs up, I appreciate it if you did. Definitely helps, people maybe come back and watch the video a little bit later, but it's definitely a long video. So, but the conversation has been good. No, a bunch of people making clones of, HPI vehicles. Okay, so parts will be available for a while. Okay, cool. That's good to know. But HPI definitely has their new jump shots coming out. Like I was saying, the problem is that their price for margin for profit is crap. So that's the only the bad thing about it. So I don't know if until my distributor, I already talked to them, but they said, yeah, that's the price. So if I do get any HPIs, it's probably going to be sold local and not online, just because of the fact that margin, it's pretty crappy. I can't ship it basically on that margin. So, but I do want some of their vehicles that they have. We'll see. They have some other ones too. Like it looks like a GT. I don't know if that's a GT 500 or whatever. Anyway, but they have some cool stuff. I'll probably have to do a video on those as well. I'm just waiting for them to come in stock, and then I'll go ahead and do a video like let people know that hey, you can get them. Do you paint bodies? I've painted some bodies. That's kind of like it's not like my favorite thing to do for sure. This is the one my friend painted. He did it trying to make it look more, aged, really cool. And then this one I did myself. Anyway, it's got a little black. It kind of was a rush job on it a little bit. So just to answer your question, I generally don't do paint jobs. just because I'm not really there to sniff the fumes. And yeah, it's too tedious for me. It's a lot of, if it's one color, I'm not, then it's cool. Put the stickers on, slap the paint job down, and it's all good. But to sit there and do all that little artwork like Hemi Storm, you guys don't know who he is, you gotta check him out too. But yeah, Hemi Storm, he does some awesome paint jobs. There's a lot of people that are very artistic doing that stuff, and I definitely admire them. Because I was like, oh man, I'd love to have that body, but I'm not driving it because I don't want to get it scratched up. I have a Red Cat shredder, the red body, that I would like to have. Let's see, were you the one that asked me about the bodies? No, a bunch of people. Oh, okay, but Jordan asked me about do I paint bodies. So, okay, so yeah, not really. I paint my own if I have to, and then from there I'll just go, nothing fancy. Let's see here. Okay, so Arthur, let's see here. Let's see, I have a Red Cat shredder, red body. I would like to have. But you have the Red Cat shredder, but you like, oh, maybe there's a red body that you'd like to have. Oh, okay, gotcha. Maybe so. Yeah, he's a wizard for sure. 10 scale. I watch him sometimes. He's cool. I like him. He's pretty chill. I know he definitely was in the hospital for a while too. That was kind of crazy. Collapsed lung. But yeah, he does. Oh my gosh, he does some awesome stuff, man. But that's what he likes to do. You can tell when he did one where it was like all these different little colors, like all different pattern colors all over the place. I'm like, oh, it was nuts. He did it. So yeah, had that. Oh, let's see, had that, bro. Collapsed lung. Yeah, exactly. No fun. Yeah, he had the collapsed lung for sure. That was crazy. He was like on it. I guess he had a collapsed lung for like, I don't know, like a week or two or something. And he finally checked in like, hey, by the way, you know that you've been out of breath and everything because you got a collapsed lung. Jesus. How can I get a custom paint job? Maybe you could try local. I don't know. You can even check. I don't know where you're at exactly. If you're looking for a custom paint job, a lot of people do them online as well. Some people do like, what is that? Pit Dog, I think it is, or something like that. That he does like the hydro dipping. They're expensive ones. But if you're cool with just like, you can do it. You probably watch some videos or whatever if you're willing to do it. I don't know where you live, so I don't know what your climate's like too. Certain temperatures, it's going to work better for people that are in a warmer climate. If it's cold out, it's not really going to work too well unless it's in a controlled, where it's a little bit more heat. Anyway, sorry, I'm kind of rambling and thinking out loud and whatever. But yeah, you just have to look. I would say local hobby shops and stuff like that would be like your first stop, just to say, hey, do you know anybody that does local, paint jobs? Oh yeah, this person does, and then kind of go from there. Or you can just buy them online too. They're expensive, but that's where I kind of like, you could probably, yeah. Let's see, I had that, I had that, bro, collapsed lung, no fun. Oh, wow, you had that too? Oh my gosh. Man, that's crazy. I don't even know, man, that's nuts. Have you seen the Red Cat shredder with the X-Max wheels on? No, that'd be nice. Because I would like to have the X-Max wheels on this. On the 8S system, that way they don't balloon and whatever. So that'd be nice, but X-Max tires are pretty expensive. But even looking at some Pro Line tires as well, like they have their belted ones. I just don't know. That's the other thing. Getting into tires, real quick on that one. Tire size, 1/8 scale. Doesn't seem like you can go much bigger. When you see a 1/8 scale vehicle and you're like, oh, those tires are huge. Come over to a 1/5 scale and you see the difference in that. You guys know what I'm talking about. When you look at a 1/5 scale, they got narrow and the tires look small. They're not big like these guys, where they're huge looking. They seem like, okay, that's a nice. Anyway, the 1/5 scale is a little disappointing what they do with their tires. I like to see more. I don't know what this is like. These things are like 8 inches or 8.5 inches or something like that, and look so small in this vehicle because it's so big. And people are like, wow, those tires look small. They're the biggest tires I have here, and yeah, they look small because of the 1/5 scale crawler. Show me some other tires I can find for it and I might buy them. So yeah, that'll fit on there too. I think that's like those are like the hex on it too. So it's like I think it's like a 20 millimeter hex or something, 22 millimeter hex, something like that. So yeah, I think I missed some people's conversations here. Oh, let's see here. My shredder has a Duratrax hatchets. Oh, okay, cool. The hatchets on them. Yeah, I would like to. I had. Have you seen the? Oh, okay, no. Oh, the hatchets on there. Wow. Yeah, no fun. Sure. Wow, that's crazy, man. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Jonathan. At least you're doing better. That's for sure. As far as from that collapsed lung. But yeah, yeah. Let me know as far as that one. I like this thing here. You guys. You guys ever look at Kyosho? Know anything about Kyosho? They got some pretty awesome cars too. They have a nine. If you guys are into any old school muscle or just like those muscle cars, anyhow, 1969 Camaro. It's a Z28. That thing looks pretty awesome. They got some other ones too, like I had on my channel, which was the Dodge Hellcat. I've had the Demon, but it was a 1/8 scale. Seen my Instagram. Let's see. Seen my Insta. No more zero. Oh. What are you talking about? 1/10 scale garage. See my. You talking about your Instagram? Insta norm more? I missed that one. You have any mini Z's? Ah, I do. I carry them. I do sell mini Z's. I don't have any personally. I would like to have some. I was looking at Kyosho and looking at their tracks. And they have a track. It's like $150, but it's like almost 10 feet by 19 feet or something like that. It's a massive track for $150, and it's all like padded and everything like that. It's like that'd be cool to have a little track, and you got kind of watch it and what have you. RCP, yeah, tracks. Yep, yeah, exactly. Yep, thank you. So those they have some new tracks that are coming as well, and they look pretty awesome. Okay, sorry, that was a typo on your spot there. Yeah, I would like to get. Somehow I can get with my Kyosho rep. But yeah, I would like to have some mini Zs for sure. I would like to have this Honda Civic Type R. Yes, I like it. They do have the 4-wheel drive. At first they came out with just a front-wheel drive, which I wasn't so crazy about, even though that's how the real car is. And the scale version of it, small scale, I don't know how much I would like front-wheel drive mini Zs. So I would like to have the all-wheel drive. That or rear-wheel drive. That would be my two, not front-wheel drive. Winter's coming, micro cars coming out. Yeah, exactly. Even, what is that? Not Sin Racing. Charisma. They got some cars that are coming too. Coming, what, December, I think it is? November, December. So, yeah, they have like their 1/24th scales. You guys let me know. I need to do something. Somehow I need to find that group too, where they're into the mini Zs and those small cars, because I think that's a cool thing to kind of get into when it's like, oh, a rainy day. Hey, let's do it. We could do a video, run our RC cars. But they are expensive. Like the mini Zs are definitely expensive, but they're scale. They're cool looking. And definitely, if you don't know about them, check them out anyhow. I know there's a guy that he's in New York. His YouTube channel, and it always slips my mind. But, gosh, I can't remember. What is his name? It's R1 something R1. Gosh darn it, I got a bad memory, man. It's always been bad, so I can't remember what his name is. One of you guys will probably know what I'm talking about. Like, oh yeah, that's something R1. Anyway, he's in New York, but he'll go up to what is that? Hobby Heroes, I think it is, in New York. Yeah, everybody drop a like. Yeah, definitely drop a like. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys saying that too. Like Owens, as far as that one goes, yeah, definitely appreciate it. Yeah, leaving the like. Yeah, I'm enjoying the time here, man. This is probably the longest video. It seems like I break records every so often. My other one was about 3 hours, so this one's probably, I don't know where we're 113 minutes. So yeah, if you're joining in, you're like, wow, you've been on here for how long? On the live. I figured it might be long just because this car was popular. We got a lot more new subscribers. So they would probably be interested in a little bit of conversation in regards. That's why I kind of did these two. You're like, oh, he's going to do something with these or whatever. So I figured to get the conversation going a little bit with the Wltoys because it's where it's at. Nice price points with it. So yeah, let's go back over. But yeah, the Kyosho cars, I want to get some of those. The mini Zs for sure. I'm just trying to see where I want to put my money, as far as if it's going to be entertaining for any of you guys. Most of you guys are going to be like, oh, if you got an oval track, you can only see the car go around the oval track a couple times until it's like, this is monotonous, man. And it's the same thing when you jump. if you're not switching up your track and moving your ramp and going somewhere else, and if you're just standing in one spot, it gets boring real quick. That's why I'm trying to hold the camera here too, just so you guys are like, oh, I'm looking, he's moving around. If I keep it just standing still on one, you guys are gonna be like, what's going on here? So that's why I'm holding the camera too, just to kind of keep things moving, so you guys know that it's not like just a static picture. Red Cat Shredder has the X-Max ESC as well as the tires and wheels, and it is on 8S. Have you seen this before coming out of St. Louis? You got it on. Your shredder's on an X-Max ESC as well as the tires and wheels, and it's on 8S power. Wow. I've been down the road on 6S, and I started breaking stuff on my shredder, and I just went back to the 4S system. I just left it stock. I'm happy with it stock. Yeah, I would like it to be faster, but it's all good. And of course, the tires already balloon on 4S. So, when I started running on 6S, it got really wobbly, and I actually hit a mailbox. And I even said it, full throttle, and it got out of control right then. And you can see that little white mark. It's a tear now because I've been jumping and bashing it. It's been landing on its roof. But that was the beginning of a rip. So when I hit the mailbox. But nothing's broke on this thing. Nothing's ever broke on it on 4S. Nothing. I've only started damaging it when I ran it on 6S, so I can't imagine on 8S what the amount of torque that's going through the system. So, hey, if you can keep it running, cool, man. I had a bad experience, so I just went back to it because I did like my thoughts on it. I got a lot of views on it, and I just kind of told you when I ran it on. I did things putting a different motor mount in it. The vehicle for myself, the way I had it set up, just wasn't working. So that's why I went back to 4S. I'm happy with it. It's cool. I got other vehicles, got 6S power here, and it rips good. And I've only driven it a few times. I got this one too. This one rips. So I just rotate. Yeah, but the X-Max, or even, that amount of power is pretty awesome anyway. Let's see here. Let's see. I've been here from the beginning of the stream. Oh, man. Well, I appreciate that, Owens, man. Owens RC Garage, man, being there from the very beginning. Man, I appreciate that. It's been a long video. So, and you've been in the conversation a lot too. So I definitely appreciate that one. Any suggestions on, let's see here. Any suggestions on an ESC that I don't overheat quick while bashing? Well, the main thing is, depending on how you have things geared is going to be why you're overheating. So if you're looking for lots of speed and, not burning up your electronic speed controller or your motor, you need to gear it down because I don't know what you're using to bash with, first of all. So depending on your platform, if it's a heavy vehicle, of course, it's going to put an extra load on that motor and electronic speed controller. And depending on your voltage that you're running, if you're running on 2S, 3S, 4S, 5, whatever, 6S, 8S, that's all going to vary too. And depending on the grass, if you're running on grass, thick grass, all that stuff, you got to take into consideration, and your temperature outside. Even me, I'm in Florida, so temperatures are already hot most of the time. And you're already starting out with the motor at like probably 80 degrees or 90 degrees once you're already out there. And so get to 120 degrees, 130 degrees is like a blink of an eye. And that's where I had to keep with the heat gun. So come out there with the heat gun, check it, use your hand, make sure, lower the gears. Maybe the gear that it comes with is like, let's say a 14 gear. Maybe you need to go to a 10, run it a little bit cooler, run it a little bit slower and stuff. Fun with it. So yeah, you need to switch up your gearing too. We'll definitely spare your motor and electronic speed controller. Nonetheless, your batteries too, because your battery heat up as well when you're pulling a lot of amps. So yeah, 3S Red Cat Blackout. I need to change the gearing. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. So yeah, that would be my tech tip. And 3S on the Blackout. Yeah, if that's the stock one too. I think it's like a 3200 kV motor. So it's a higher winding motor, and it's a small motor. It's like a 540 or something like that too. I don't think it's a 550. I think it's a little bit smaller can. So yeah, and that's that. Let's see here. Let's see. There are definitely alternates to the Kyosho Minis, like the Firelap, Torque, GL Racing. I love 127 scales, 128 scales. Like, okay, as that GL Racing has a new micro F1 coming out. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I know there's a lot of different ones besides that scale. My friend Brian was like, "Hey, the Kyosho stuff's expensive. What there's other ones that are out there. Like I said, like a little like 150, and it'll be less too. Thanks for all the great content on your channel. Man, I appreciate that one. Let's see, M White 2020. So, is that male that you're white? But yeah, I appreciate it, man. I know if you've been watching or whatever, definitely appreciate that one. Respect. So, let's see here. Oh, okay. So you've been asking. Okay, 3S2. Yeah, okay. So, cool, man. Yeah, appreciate all you guys. Yeah, when it comes to you're watching it, you're getting information. I'm getting information. I'm getting feedback from you guys, even if you don't know directly that that's happening. But I do get the feedback. Let's see here. But yeah, there's a lot of the small RC cars. I would like I said, to have a smaller track or have a small track that I can just run them and just play around with them and do that. I'd like to have a lap counter system as well. That's another thing I was wanting to know. There's some stuff that's not here in the US that has a lap counter. You can use the app on your phone and it can call out the times, call out your better times. And they're like 100 and I don't know how much they are. They're like $120 or something like that. But they're in the euro, I think it is, or something like that as far as the currency. So I don't know. I don't know anything about the track record of those lap counters, but even like my Kyosho rep is like, oh yeah, there's one you plug into your computer, and you can check your times and speeds and averages. I think all that kind of stuff too. Not bad, and the little transponders are like $20. So that's a selling point for me. The transponders. Now, yeah, well, hey man, when it comes to transponders, they're like $200 or $100 for a transponder. It's like, seriously, our phones can do some. I don't know. That irks me. That's a ripoff. Stop overpricing people. That's one thing that bothers me with sometimes the hobby, is sometimes they just price gouge you. Like some of these tires and stuff, they're so ridiculously expensive. It's like, come on, it doesn't cost that much. Stop it. Doesn't need to be that expensive. Let's see. I just used the RC timing app on my phone. I seen that one, and someone was running it around and stuff like that. So they did like one or two cars, and he was running around, and it would check it in and say, okay, car one, your time's this, and then sometimes it would skip it. But I think because there was a reflection off the sun, caused a little bit of problems too. Set to close the track. It used to be negative. Use IR or something like infrared. Change the colors on the cars. Oh yeah, change the colors of the cars. Yeah, I think that's the thing too. I noticed that that OMG also sells Tamiya. Yeah, I sell the Tamiya stuff as well. What's the difference between the TT01 and the TT02 chassis? Would like to do a road car build. I don't know. Be honest with you, the Tamiya stuff. I've had one of their cars. Like when my first RC car was a Grasshopper. Again, Grasshopper 2 Super G. But I don't know enough about the difference between one and the other. I've had the TT02, and it was a good chassis. This is the main thing. Oh man, they come with bushings. Like, come on, man. So I know their stuff's made. I think it was in Japan or something like that. It's definitely more expensive. It's not China, so labor is more expensive. So cars probably gonna be more expensive. I don't know however that works, but yeah, I don't know enough about it. I think Brad's not probably here anymore. Brad I think he knows quite a bit about him. He might be able to, but I don't know if Brad's still in the house. So, but if he was, he may chime in. Maybe he's typing up something. I'm not sure. But Brad, if you're out there, the TT02 and the TT01, what the difference is. But the new stuff is all TT02. So, and then they just get the full ball bearings for it as well. I had the Mustang, so that was on my channel as well. I did a green one or whatever. Some people didn't like it, and whatever. But it looked kind of like the real Mustang, and there was a green one as well. It didn't look so hot in person, but it was a good car. It was smooth. Their stuff's pretty smooth anyhow. Did the new Wltoys come out with the sway bar? Oh, I don't know. As far as that one, Jordan, I don't know as far as that one. I'm looking, like if you look here too, let's see the new. Maybe they would put the sway bar like as far as screws here that you could run them to. I don't know if you could do the sway bar on this thing here too. If you look at it because of the turnbuckles and everything. Could be wrong on that one, but normally they have the turnbuckles. There's enough meat. I guess there's enough there. Let's see here. I'm trying to look to see. Gosh, man, I can't. I'm looking to see. Yeah, I don't know if you could do. I guess someone else see if they do have sway bars. Let's look at the back of it here too. Even the back, it's gonna be the same as front and rear. But I mean, look at it. It's a heck of a good car, man. What's up, Fresh Squeeze RC? What's up, Brandon? Got your truck. I was running that thing, bro. I love it. So Fresh Squeeze RC, if you haven't checked out his channel as well, I'm sure like a lot of you guys just check out each other's channels as well. Cool, Brian from Fresh Squeeze RC, really cool guy. Does lots of big things on Instagram as well. I don't do a lot on Instagram like he does, but he's always keeping it fresh. But anyway, he's the one that painted this body on here. I left you guys some information on my community. So yeah, but this is what he did. It's really cool. I definitely appreciate it. It's got a little OMGRC. If you guys haven't, I'm gonna have a video of this thing running here soon anyhow. So yeah, known him for a little bit. Definitely check him out. So let's see. I couldn't agree with you more on the tire topic. Yeah, tire topic. RC, I think that's I'm just gonna go with RC chairs. I don't know, chair. I'm bad with hacking stuff up. But yeah, RC tires are definitely super expensive. Crazy. I don't want to like spending over $100 for some RC tires. Dude, he's from my neck. Okay, the neck of the woods. H-Town represent. Okay, right on. What electronics car you have? What electric car do I have? Smash that like. Smash it. Check us out at omgrc.com. Let's see here. Electronics here. Thanks, bro. Yeah, no, not a problem at all. Appreciate you, man. Always looking out as well. So, Mr. Fresh Squeeze RC. Yeah, if you haven't noticed on here, we've been running on this live chat or this live video for an hour, well, 126 minutes and 51 seconds. Boom. Long time on there. I can't imagine the watch time on this thing because we've had over 20-something people coming in here, coming and going. So you guys are awesome. Definitely appreciate that one. The channel is growing there. We're getting close to 2,000 subscribers, so I'm just blown away by that. Over 2 hours. This is like a marathon right now. But conversation's good. I like it. You guys have a lot of good stuff as far as going. This bug, the nice dune buggy. I'll probably bring that one up to the park, Racing Cars and Fun. That's my buddy Shane there. So that's his car. So Racing Cars and Fun. Maybe you've seen his channel or what have you. Maybe go and check him out anyhow. You know, help his channel grow a little bit, you know. But that goes to say to all you guys too, you know, check each other out as far as when it comes to, you know, maybe the content that you might be interested in with those people as well. But I definitely appreciate all you guys. I'm just looking at the conversation here. If you upgrade to a 1300 motor in a shredder. Oh, 1300. Okay, motor in a shredder, you can put it there. More torque than speed, but more torque, not speed. Yeah, you know, the lower the KV motor, of course, you're going to have less windings, and of course, it's going to go slower. But you can gear it up a little bit, but then you have the running. The ECX. Let me stay on topic here a little bit. Hey, 10th scale. Okay, happy Monday. Okay, so you guys know each other, then that's cool. Where's your ECX? That one is behind me, chilling. So I haven't got to that. I haven't got to either one of your cars as of right now. But I'll work on those ones anyhow. Sorry, just curious. Yeah, so I'll get to it. We got a little glitch with that one where we just can't handle the power. Maybe some of you guys might know too. Just to kind of throw it off, maybe some of you guys are like, oh yeah, I've heard of that before, or have I experienced that before? So here's the deal. I'll give you a scenario of what's going on. Is the car? It's a brush motor. It's got a electronic speed controller in it. All good stuff. And when you give it throttle, if you give it full throttle instantly, the car just kind of hesitates, sits there, and then starts to go, and then it'll start going on its way. But if you just gently get on the throttle, it'll start to go, and then you can give it full throttle. There's somewhere like there's either something to do. It seems like almost like a short, or there's too much power going into one. It's almost like a BEC where there's an overload of power to it. That's what I was talking about. Okay, just talking about. Okay, I think you did say something about that before. You can So that's what's happening. I was gonna check the motor because he had an issue with his motor before, and like not hitting the power band until okay. Yeah, it's the same. Okay, gotcha, Jonathan, on that one. So yeah, if it's the same thing where it's like you give it full throttle, and then it's like, and I was wondering if it was batteries. Mine's doing the same thing. I'm gonna investigate it. I'll probably do it off camera anyhow, but I'm gonna see if it's not the motor drawing too much current or whatever, just in case, because he had an issue with the electronic speed controller. We thought it was, and it could be something to do with the motor causing a little bit of problem, maybe. But we'll change out the electronic speed controller just to see if that's an issue as well. But the servo goes offline more or less until you get off the throttle, so you can't steer it, and you can't do anything. Oh, Chaos. Okay, Chaos. Okay, cool, man. I appreciate you breaking that down for me, man. RCK or Chaos. Sorry, RC Chaos. Woo. My wife watching. I need some water. Like your big silver truck. Yeah, I appreciate that. The big silver truck is definitely awesome. Yeah, I'm going to make a video on that right now. I'll have it up shortly so you can see what I'm talking about, and then hopefully help me diagnose it. Okay, cool. Happy Monday. Yeah. So, okay. Well, happy Monday to everybody. But I know you guys were talking to the 110 scale garage there. So he's talking to Fresh Squeeze RC. Woo. All right. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and I'll work on that stuff too when it comes to... Thank you to you. Yeah, I definitely appreciate all you guys. Man, it's crazy. I can't... Man, it's got to be... This car is doing something for me, man. I like its mojo, right? As far as when it comes to... It brought a lot of good people over as far as onto the channel, so I definitely appreciate that one. I'm going to do that right now. Take it easy, dude. All right, man. All right, we'll see you later. Appreciate you watching, man. Sticking around for so long. Sorry. RC Cars and Fun have some... Okay. RC Cars and Fun have some good stuff. I subscribe and support. Oh, that's cool. RC Chaos. For sure, bro. Yeah, man. Take care. Let me know with your video. I'll check it out as well. I gotta remember that one as far as... So I can go back to it. If anything... Let's see. How can I do that? You can leave... Hey, when you... Joshua, if you're leaving right now, after this video, leave... Maybe your link, as far if you can leave your link or whatnot, now I can check out your video. So after this video uploads, let me know. So anybody that's watching now, you can always leave a comment afterwards too. Definitely appreciate it. But yeah, this thing's crazy. Let's see. So these tires, what do you guys think about? I don't know, you guys. This might be too new for you guys, or if maybe you've been watching it. This is cool. I like that what Proline did anyway. I know I already talked about it a little bit earlier, but just kind of going over it again. So I hadn't even taken all this stuff out of the bag. I actually ripped it right on live. So there must be some screws that are in here as well at the bottom. So this is cool because I know I've been down this road before where you have your hex on your wheel and you hone it out. So what are your options? What I did was I got just a hex in there and I glued it. And that was my fix on one of my Traxxas. This one here on when it comes to the Proline is if by chance you round this out, or I got a second one. If you round it out, then you can replace just this part, or you can go with this. I think you can go with different sizes too. Like if you like these tires, put them on, get a 12 millimeter hex. So that's another thing that's cool. I believe that's how it is, so don't quote me on that exactly, but I think that's where they're going with that too. So you can either not just wear and tear, but you can, even if you strip it or you want to go with a smaller size hex, then you can do that with this tire. So that is one thing that's nice. Hopefully Proline will do that, because Proline tires are expensive. They're definitely expensive. They smell pretty good. They're expensive. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with most of them anyway. Let me go ahead and grab that part before I forget where it went. Yeah. All right. So what else we want to talk about real quick here? Anything else? I'm trying to think of what I want to talk about. Hold on a second, real quick here. I'm gonna just give you, because you guys, if you've been watching for a little bit, I'm gonna give you. You probably see the video then up this week, but I gotta make room here quick. So if you want to stay, I'm gonna show you something I wasn't gonna show you. So if you want to stick around and find out, just gotta make a little bit of room here for it. So it was a cool find. Let's see if I can get it all on here somehow. Gotta remove this thing. Oh my gosh, this thing's a beast. It's a beast. It's real heavy. Oh my gosh. Jesus. Alright, so that guy is gone. That thing is heavy. Now, that's not enough room still. I'm going to go ahead and put this thing on a tripod so that way I can use two hands. So don't go nowhere. If you want to watch, check it out. I think it's pretty cool. So hang with me here real quick. And I'm still here. I haven't gone anywhere yet. So, put this thing up here. Just making a little bit more room. Boom, boom, boom. All right, and then that there. That's his part. There's that. I think we got enough room now. It's sand. I didn't even clean this thing off. Oh man. I got this here. Boom. I know this is old. Hey, on your Red Cat shredder, did you ever fix the middle center differential? And if not, would you be able to make it rear wheel drive on? I did fix the center differential. The center differential is all. Hear me a little bit better. This mic is pretty sensitive. I gotta keep it low. So yeah, as far as center differential, I went ahead and just replaced it with a new one. That was it. I got and the spur gear spur gear that's on there is just a steel one. The shredder has a bad center differential too, but mine's all good now. So again, running on, it's been work. I bashed the heck out of that thing, and that center differential has been rock solid. The whole car's been rock solid. Once I went back from the 6S to a 4S system, it's been all good. So I'm gonna do it. I'll do a video on it anyhow. But you know, it is kind of a cool little car. And yeah, this is a hobby. It's the HPI Racing. This thing came out in 10, somewhere right around in there. But they kind of like, man, if they would have kept doing something like this, I think they would still be they might be in business better than where they were at before. But yeah, let's get this open here. I'll show you. I got it for $50 from a guy off of Facebook Market. So if you don't know about Facebook Market or whatever, you might want to jump on that because to me it's a Craigslist replacer, and I don't like the offer up and some of that other stuff as well. So look at it. I mean, even the body itself is like he didn't flip it or anything like that. So it's really, I mean, he kept it pristine on that part. It's got a little bit of, the chrome or whatever. I don't care about chrome anyway, but it's in great shape. And for $50, I was like, okay, for that price. It does have, I tell you how old it is. Anyway, this thing's like 10 years old or something like that. But it's got the 27 megahertz radio, and it's got 8 AA's that are in there. And I did check them, so they're not all nasty and corrosive or whatever. So they are good, and even showed me that it worked and all that good stuff. So yeah. Not a bad deal. This charger is heavy. I can't believe how they shipped this thing. This thing is big. And this was part of the package. This was like well, you can see it here too. The whole Hobbytown USA. So there was like their special edition or something. Let me see if I can, let me move this thing down. Ta-ta. Okay, much better now. You guys can actually see what I'm talking about a little bit better. It helps. So yeah, this big heavy charger. Yeah, I just bought the ECX Boost for $60 on eBay. Oh, nice. I was looking at one. Somebody else locally was selling one of those Boosts. It was, I think, that's the buggy, if I'm not mistaken, right? Is it the buggy? So I was looking at that, but it wasn't. Once I got this deal, I was like, oh, let me see what this other one. And it wasn't as good of shape either. So he still has the stickers that are in here just flipped around. So really cool on that part of it. Even has, so let's just take a look at underneath it. Like I said, I'll do a video on it anyhow. So if you guys are watching now, you're like, oh, I already saw that one. But yeah, I mean, even look at it. Yes, are you asking? I'm in Florida, so just in case you're wondering on that one. Maybe you're talking to someone else. I could have lost that chat there. The shredder has a bad differential. Okay, so that's that. I just bought that. All right. 10 scale racing, or maybe that might have been someone else too. So RC support, subscribes. Oh, RC. Okay, so I think that's where I'm at. Well, okay, I'm French, so sometimes I speak slowly for me. Oh, I'm French, so sometimes speak slowly. Oh, okay, my bad. Well, it just depends on where I'm at with everything too. Sometimes either I get faster, or sometimes I get slower, or I just stumble over my words when it comes to a longer video. Why am I doing that? So, but yeah, this is the HPI. This is their Firestorm, the E Firestorm. Really cool. It's not new. Obviously, if you're just joining in or something like that, and you're like, oh, that thing looks older or whatever. But I like it. And for 50 bucks, it's got foam in the tires and stuff like that too. They're not dry rotted. There's lots of traction. That's how it came too. I don't know what turn that motor is. I couldn't imagine it being. Anyway, I don't know what the turn is on it, but it is the crystal in there. So if you're, I guess, I thought Traxxas came out, they might have come out with the 2.4 gigahertz before HPI. I can imagine that's probably what they did. But yeah, it said the 27 megahertz. I had 72 megahertz, so just a higher frequency. But yeah, I mean, even, I keep putting them one to put the body back on. But yeah, adjustable shocks and all that stuff that's on there. I mean, it's pretty nice. Even the chassis underneath of it, not bad at all. It's got some little scratches here because I can tell just by the way the rear is going to squat anyway. Might be a 15 turn, yeah, the Fireball motor. Yeah, that sounds about right. Probably something like a 15 turn. I would say appreciate that, chiming in on that one. But you know, nicely made. It's basically what I was kind of getting. Like it doesn't feel cheap or anything like that. Like this might have been at the time where HPI was still, you know, still shining a little bit, and that, you know, that that late 2000 into 2010 or whatever, they were still doing pretty well. And then a lot of, you can tell these other big companies too, they kind of started cheaping out on a lot of stuff. So you can tell the difference in the quality of it. Even the old stuff anyhow, some of it was good, some of it's bad. But yeah, you got all the little parts. I mean, you got all kinds of little parts that are still there. So really cool. Yeah, it even has tools. So you never even open the tools or anything. Even has adjustments for your shocks. Crazy. But yeah, that's that. Didn't want to give you all that information, but that, yeah, at least show you guys if you're still hanging around this long. Heck, why not, man? It's like a bonus for sticking around as long as you have. Let's see here. Anything else? Let's see. Might be 15 turn. That thing's clean. Yeah, it's definitely clean. 10th scale RC, or 10th scale RC garage. So anyway, yeah, I think we're gonna. If you're still watching right now and you haven't smashed the like button, definitely smash that like button. If you're new here, definitely consider subscribing. I definitely appreciate all you guys for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and head out of here, but thank you all for tuning in and watching. I definitely appreciate all of the support. So you guys are awesome. Keep making those videos. You guys are watching the videos, making your videos is definitely awesome. So I definitely appreciate it. And we'll catch you on the next video. All right. I'll wait just a minute just so if you guys want to say goodbye or whatever like that. I know I cut people off sometimes when I'm like, I'm out. So, but yeah, I definitely appreciate it. Yeah. 10th scale garage, definitely appreciate that one, man. If I miss anybody's name or what have you, I definitely appreciate it. But I gotta get out of here because I need some water. And I gotta work on my buddy's RC car, so I gotta get going on that one. Yeah, Green Frog. Hey, what's up, man? Cool, man. You have a good one as well, Green Frog RC. So yeah, I'm closing out of here. So don't forget to leave that like, and yeah, if there's something you want me to watch or something like that too, I know since you guys are getting out of here, you know, leave it in afterwards. You can always put it in the comments below. So anyway, you guys take care. Appreciate it. You guys, I'm out. See you.